What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Smallz Show, coming to you guys after week 4 of football, and a not so great week of football for the both of us, honestly, for the both of us. My team lost, both of your teams lost over there. But, what wasn't a great week, NFL wise, but fantasy wise, it was an amazing week for me. But as always, before we get into any football talk, I got to see how my man is over there. My man Brady, my man Smallz, the Braidster, in his Bijan Robinson jersey. How you doing? Plug hates when I call you that.
Braidster? I'm doing pretty good. I had a root canal today, so I told myself, hey, you're not gonna go to work today. You're gonna go get some stuff done because the tags on my car are, let's just say my birthday's in July.
My brother just got pulled over for his the other day.
I meant to do that today, but I woke up 40 minutes before my appointment and I live 25 minutes away, so panicked a little bit, but I got that done. A lot of people say root canals suck. I didn't feel anything, really. I mean, my mouth was so numb that they could have done about anything to me and I wouldn't have felt it.
You wasn't off, like, the loopy gas?
No, they just numb the hell out of you. And the older lady, she goes, I'm going to tell you early, we both like to sing or hum songs, so might just have to get used to that.
That's right up your alley. That's right up your alley.
That's perfectly fine. And the dentist lady that was doing the root canal, I've never seen her in there before. She must be like a traveling root canal expert or some bullshit. But she was pretty, so shouts out to her. And she knew what she was doing. She was like, I'm going to put something real cold on these two teeth, and I'm going to put it on this one. You're probably not going to feel it. I didn't feel nothing on the one she told me I wasn't going to feel it on, so it gave me a little bit of confidence in her. And then I was leaving it, and there was a McDonald's right out front of the dentist place. I said, am I allowed to eat anything? And she goes, yeah. I said, can I go to McDonald's? And she said, yeah. So, perfect. And I just went home and went back to sleep.
Oh, you didn't end up going into work afterwards? That's what I love to hear. A nice little day off. I'm happy to hear that.
And I kind of feel bad because
Boss Man is an old... Fuck that job. Stop saying bad.
No, not for that. But like Boss Man's an old man, so he doesn't remember shit the best. And I had told him 3 times I wasn't gonna be there today. Like 3 different days. Hey, I won't be there on Tuesday. And yesterday I finally got into his head. I won't be there to stuff the plane tomorrow. So he figured out someone else to stuff, someone else to fly with him and everything. And before we were leaving, he goes, hey, you can pull that plane out tomorrow and check the GPS, make sure it's working while you're around here doing shit. And I just looked at him and smirked a little bit and then just went home. I didn't say it again. Didn't even. So I kind of feel a little bit bad for that.
Nah, like you said, he had somebody else come in, so it's all good.
But nobody else was at the shop, so that GPS ain't get tested. And boss lady texted me while I was in the shower and said, she said, hey, there's not a lot going on tomorrow, so you can take the day off if you need to. And I don't need to. I'm perfectly fine.
Are you going to take the day
off? I don't know. I don't think I should.
In the grand scheme of it, in the grand scheme of things, it won't matter at the end of the day. Like in 2 months from now, it probably won't matter. So, just why not? Just give yourself the day off, enjoy it.
However, that root canal was $1,300 out of my pocket.
Take your ass into work tomorrow morning. Take your ass into work tomorrow morning. Do you not have like dental insurance or something? And did it not like?
I used it all for the year because I got a bunch of cavities.
Oh yeah, you did say you went. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Shit sucks. And I just went to the eye doctor on Saturday and ordered new lenses and frames and shit, and that's another $200.
That's one thing I have to go do. I have to go get my contacts because I went to the eye doctor for the first time in like maybe like 7 years last December. And they gave me some contacts. I literally have them sitting right here. They gave me like some trial ones for like a month. And then I just never, I went back. But then by the time I went back, my insurance had ran out, the one me and my mom had. Because that's why I did all that. I don't know if you remember, but I went, like I got a physical. I went to the eye doctor. I did all that because my insurance was running out. So my mom was like, just do all your appointments now before it runs out. And I went back to go get the new pair, so they come in monthly of my contacts lenses. But by then my insurance ran out, and the lady told me it's gonna be $330. When with the insurance, it was like 100 something. So I was like, oh yeah, fuck that. I'm not getting them. I'm gonna call my mom, see what's the new insurance, and I'll come back later. And I just never ended up going back. So I just gotta book an appointment now and go get my contacts because my eyes are really, really bad, man.
I can't do contacts, man. They freak me out.
No, for sure. That's how I was when I first got them, and like when the doctor was or whatever they're called, when he was like showing me how to put them in. I'm like, how the fuck do people do this? And I watched my brother put it in, and it's like boom, boom. Like they just take it out so quick, put it back in. Like it's the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing to me, but now it really is just so simple. It's not like scary or anything anymore. Like it always just is weird, like seeing your finger go close to your eye. It's like you're just like naturally you just want to pull away, and you're. Nah, fuck that. I don't think glasses look good on me. Maybe it's the style of glasses I've gotten over the years, but I just never thought glasses look good on me. So contacts it is, and I don't mind it. It just is a
I thought
hassle,
that
like
too.
napping and sleeping. I got to take them out and shit.
I still don't really like glasses, but it's either wear glasses or don't fucking see because I can't do contacts.
And that's
My eyes are horrible.
I don't blame you. Like I probably will. Like even they told me, even if you have the contacts, you should have some glasses just, in case you gotta fucking just run out the door real quick. You're late for, you're running late or something. Because it is like when I did have contacts for a bit, it is like, bro, I gotta, what?
Herlin's Pierre late? Never.
You're right. That's what the doctor said though. But I was like, Doc, I'm never gonna be late, so I don't need these fucking.
Doc, that's not me.
Never. Because I definitely wasn't 15 minutes late to work today. But neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But today was a light day, so it's like I'm chilling. Like I got off of work super early today. It is what it is.
Worst thing he ever did was take them hours away from you. Now you're just gonna be coming in late every day.
No, definitely, bro. Cause like the past couple of like shifts, like I was working like those 12, 13, 14 hours. Now, I was hating on those fucking 14, 15 hours, but now it's like, bring them back, boss. Give me those shits back. Because looking at my fucking, like, I'm clocking out for the end of the day and I'm seeing 9 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. That shit fucking pissing me off. Because, like, in the moment, it's like, oh, I got the rest of the day to myself. I get to go home, relax. But then once that check comes, it's like, man, fuck that time I had to relax. Fuck going home early. Just give me the extra couple of hours every day so I can... Like, I know just seeing my checks go from what they were to what they're going to be because we got more people now, so we're not working as much. It's going to hurt, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Get into some football. Sorry.
I was just going to say, other than that, like how you live?
I think I'm doing good. I don't think anything, special happening right now or anything noteworthy, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Just working like always. Been reading. And that's really it. I went and got a haircut today after work. Just got to line up because I was looking so rough. My beard, like the beard is the one thing I just have to keep it like groomed. Like when your beard is not like lined up, you just look fucking homeless, bro. Especially me. I feel like I look fucking awful. So I just had to go. I called my barber once I got off of work. I was like, hey, you got a spot for, walk in? He was like, yeah. Went in there and I got my, bro, I'm sitting on the chair. I'm going to take my headset off so it don't come flying off. He's lining me up. My eyes are closed. Obviously, you don't want the hair to get in your eyes. I do one of these. Just like that. Because he's holding my head. He's holding my head in place. And he lets go. Boom. My head falls back and I wake up, bro. I was so fucking tired in that chair. And I've never, ever fallen asleep in the barber's seat, in the barber's chair. He let go of my head and my shit went boom, flying back. And he was like, what was that? You good? And I'm like, yeah, my fault, man. I just got off of work. I'm a little tired. I was still in my work uniform, bro. I was so fucking tired. That's the first time I've ever fell asleep in the barber's chair. I said, thank God he wasn't like clipper to my fucking head and I just jerked back and he fucks all my hair up. But yeah. Other than that, I'm doing great.
And shouts out to him because that's a big ass head to hold up.
Let's get into some fucking football, man. You absolute bitch.
Let's start off with fantasy football.
Yes,
I know you said you had a good week.
Great week.
Go ahead.
I had a great week. So we'll start off in my other leagues that don't involve me and you. You get those out the way pretty quick. In my 8-man league, I don't really give a damn about this, but I ended up beating this guy by 105 points. It was 179 to 74. So that I don't really care about that one. Now this other league with me and Dark, that is my brother's league. I ended up pulling this game out, and this game matters because dude had DK Metcalf, who played in London, obviously. So that game was early. So I'm waking up on Sunday to Herlins, just give this week up, bro. Maybe next week. And bro, this dude's talking shit. I ain't even fucking get out the bed yet. I didn't even wake up. I'm just waking up to shit talk just because he had DK Metcalf. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let him talk his shit. I didn't say nothing. Didn't even wake up yet. He's already talking crazy to me. End of the week comes and I beat him by 22 points. So I'm sending the Nick Young gif at the end of the night to confuse. I'm saying, what happened? I'm talking my shit. Because that's what happens when you talk shit too fucking early. Stop talking shit to me, man. Stop talking shit to me, man. I do this shit. I do this fantasy football shit. I'm 2-2 in this league, by the way. But on to our league. So going into Monday Night Football, it was an absolute shootout already. It was like 144 to 142. I was playing Morgan. I had Garrett Wilson and T. Higgins left. He had Breece Hall and Jalen Waddle left.
Poor guy, man.
Poor guy. And I ended up beating Morgan 168 to 165. Garrett Wilson getting that fucking when all those teams when they're down at the end of the game do that toss around bullshit. Garrett Wilson running it for those 20 yards won me this week. And it also won KB his week too, he said. So man, Garrett Wilson, shouts out to you because T. Higgins is fucking ass. It's fucking ass, man. I'm so fucking done with T. Higgins. Jake Browning, you're fucking shit. But thank God for Garrett Wilson this week and every week this season. He's been phenomenal for me. Ashton Genty finally gave me that game we've been waiting for. Gave me 38 points. And Christian McCaffrey's been Christian McCaffrey the entire season. But my team just played well overall. Kyle Pitts gave me 18. Zay Flowers gave me 14. Texans defense gave me 24. It was a great overall week, especially when we have a guy give me 2.5 and get hurt early. Another receiver give me 6. And Caleb Williams only gave me 11. The fact that we were able to put up 168, man, says a lot about my team. We got a lot of resiliency over here, and we're ready to go the distance. We're not undefeated like somebody else, but there's some pretty good teams in this league. There's you, there's Kevin, there's ISO. I'm 3-1. I don't know if anybody else is 3-1, but there's been some pretty decent competition in this league. And Morgan is 0-4, but I have it like written down somewhere. Morgan has just played the most insane competition. Like Morgan might be the best 4-0 fantasy football player I've ever seen in my life because he's honestly getting like I guess screwed because Morgan's numbers that he's got put up against him. Week 1, it was 136. Week 2, it was 157. Week 3, it was 158. And week 4, it was 168. There's just not much the guy can do. There's just not much he can do. He's putting up the points, but people are just putting up more than him. It's really not his fault at all, but it is what it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles in fantasy football. I feel bad for him, but, I needed the win.
Yeah, in that league, I played Darko low week ass, so I pretty much saw it as a bye. I'm 4-0 now. I don't think there's any really competition in the league for me.
It's 4-0 when there's 3 teams that are 3-1 talking about there's no competition.
I think Kevin said it perfectly. It's like top 3 guys and then everybody else. It's me, him, and ISO, and
that's
y'all.
That's just not true. That is just not true. That is just not true. By the way, Joe was so out on fantasy football through 2 weeks, and he's the number 5 seed right now. He was just crying and saying he was done. I don't know why I joined this, and he's the 5 seed. But you got a fucking Mickey Mouse number 1 seed. You've only got 450 points scored on you, while everybody else is 500. So your shit don't. Just wait till we match up. Just wait till we match up, and it's belt to fucking ass. It's belt to fucking ass.
Yeah, your ass gonna be hurting.
All right, shut your fucking mouth. But the team Hurlins is not looking to move on from CMC, but we're willing to listen to offers on CMC. We're trying to round out the roster. I feel like my roster is super top heavy. I mean, now that Ashton Jetty maybe not keeps up 38 points, obviously, but can continuously be good for me, maybe my team looks a lot better, but I think I still need my team to be a bit more well-rounded. So we've been listening to offers on Christian McCaffrey, try to, get some help for Garrett Wilson in the receiving room. And if Stephon Diggs can keep this up, then we might have found a guy. What's up?
Thank God you're recording.
Oh my fucking goodness, bro. This might be like you've done it every single week. Every single week. It's like, oh shit. Like, Brady, you're supposed to be like. You're right. Thank God I'm recording. Let's get into some real football because
you are recording, right?
Yeah. Of course. I'm dedicated to this shit.
Oh shit. Numbers on the board league.
Oh,
I'm sure you listen to Saturday's pod, right? Towards the end of it, P was saying like Smallz just be wasting time.
This? I forget. I thought. Oh no, I said
but
it on
stream.
Blowing
me, right?
I said it on stream. I didn't know if you were in there. Yeah.
Because one, I haven't offered him anything. Yeah. Not one trade. Yeah. I haven't even talked to him about a trade. And two, the only person in that league that can say I wasted their time is KB.
No. Like, you told me
Because
about that
Austin,
trade before that pod. And then KB read it out again on the pod. I was like, what the fuck was Smallz? Smallz was just in there fucking just bullshitting.
No, he
so
was
funny.
wrong. I put Derrick Henry in it. And he's saying that he didn't even offer Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was in the fucking trade.
Shit. Oh, shit. Pop off then. Talk your shit to them then. Go ahead.
And his response was, at Genty not available. So I just took him out and didn't add anything else. Mm-hmm. And he's still I understand KB saying that shit. Austin saying I was on some bullshit. I could slap the fuck out of him, dog. He is bugging. He's 0-4 and refuses to make a trade. The thing he said I was bugging about, I put us in a 3-team trade, me, Christian, and him. Mm-hmm. He's the one that said I was bugging. Nothing to do with Christian. Mm-hmm. His side was he's giving away Jameson Williams and Brian Robinson for Trey Benson.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
his starting fucking running back was Braylon Allen. He started. Sorry, he might have started Brian Robinson at RB2. And he don't want Trey Benson? Would you trade Jameson Williams for Trey Benson?
I would.
When you're starting fucking Brian
Robinson or Braylon Allen.
And he said, oh shit. I froze. Oh no, I didn't freeze. P said that reset I was wasting time too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Me and Reese's conversation. He put Bijan on the block. I offered Javonte, Marv, and I think Olave. Not a beautiful offer. Whatever. We talked a little bit. We decided, hey, we're not going to come to a deal. I said that to him, and we both went on with our days. How is that wasting time? It was a fucking 15-minute conversation. Uh-huh. I was listening to this part of the pod on my fucking walk back home after my run, and I was just heated because. By the way,
I knew you were gonna be. I knew it.
I just got Bijan.
Ooh, really?
I traded Derrick Henry and Chris Olave for Bijan.
And who had
nobody else in this fucking league is talking.
Who had Bijan?
Reese.
And that's funny because that's
what the 3 people that said I'm wasting time.
That's what it sounds like everybody in you guys' league is saying. Nobody wants to make a trade. So if everybody is saying nobody wants to make a trade, what the fuck is going on in there? I've literally heard it from P. I've heard it from you. I've heard it from Reese. I've heard it from KB. I don't know about D Mills and Derek. But literally, Kyron, nobody wants to make a trade. Nobody wants to make a trade. That's all I ever hear. So if everyone's saying that, what's going on in there?
KB wants to make trades. He'd be offering shit all the time.
For sure, I've been seeing him on Twitter talking about making trades. So it definitely seems like he does. And it seems like
Mike did his dumbass shit. Yeah. D Mills don't do anything because he's terrified of being fleeced. Kyron, he responds to everything. I offered, as soon as I got Bijan, I offered him fucking Pacheco for Tyler Algier. He declined it and then went to the fucking main chat and said no, LOL, at Smallz. What is the point in putting that in the main chat? And I just responded to him and said, he said this because I asked for Tyler Algier and I just at everybody. Because what the fuck is the point in that? And then he said, what you want to give for him? I didn't even respond to his dumb ass, dude. I was fucking... And I got Bijan, but he's on a bye this week, so now I'm starting Pacheco.
Oh, man.
So I might just be fucked.
Oh, who you play this week?
Christian.
Who Mike gave a super team to. Hey, good luck. Good luck. No Bijan after the first week after you trade for him. Good luck. What's your record in there?
2-2. I lost this week to KB because my entire team put up a shitter.
Well,
Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm thinking Jackson Dart might be starting very soon on my roster though.
Who's your?
I currently still have CJ.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and make the switch. Go ahead and make that switch. Go ahead and make that. At least Jackson Dart gives you a little bit of upside on the ground too. You know. Go ahead and make the switch. CJ should have been off that team a little while ago. Should have been off that team a little while ago, man. You don't want to hear it, but
it's just
should have been gone.
Week 1, it was like, damn, that was rough.
Yeah, right.
No way it gets worse. Mm-hmm. Week 2, it was like, shit, I might have to give up on bro. Week 3, it was like, holy shit, I got to find a new quarterback. So I picked up Jackson Dart, but it was like, oh, they play the Titans next week. And he gave me 18 this week, but 18
Should have been a lot more.
for your quarterback.
A lot more,
Yeah.
especially against the Titans. It is what it is. I would start Jackson Dart pretty soon here.
And while we're talking about fantasy football,
Mm-hmm.
we might as well mention the fantasy four-man.
Oh my! I said bring this up, and I'm quitting the show.
A segment created, thought of, invented by Herlins Pierre, and yet he's gotten his ass whooped in it since we started it. I beat you like 105-58 this week.
Lamar Jackson, I should have known better. I should have known better. He's playing the Chiefs. Why would Lamar Jackson have a good game? Why would he have a good game when
No, you should have known better.
What?
You should have known better than to take him from me and think that he was going to play good against me. He knows better.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I should have known Lamar Jackson was going to fucking be shitty against the Chiefs. Fucking Puka Nacua, I love you. You're on my fantasy team, but god damn, man. Fuck. Who else did you have over there? I don't even remember your fucking team. I just know Puka went stupid. It didn't matter, huh? Didn't fucking. All right, bro. The fantasy four-man is getting scrapped, bro. It's not even. You know how I talk about the maybe I'm crazy. The Hurley's high five is up here. Fucking fantasy four-man's in the gutter. The stocks are failing, man. Stocks are in the fucking ground. Nobody's buying any shares, man. So we might just scrap it. You know, it might get canceled. We'll see next preview episode. We'll see if it makes a return. The people ask for it, then maybe we'll bring it back. If not, man, say your goodbyes. That bullshit ass fucking segment, bro.
You mad cause bad. Let's move in to the quarterback corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, top 5 quarterbacks from the week, according to me. We've previously had a bad opponent tax, and this is the first time we're going to have the opposite corner. The quarterback corner is the positive side.
Ooh.
But we're also going to have that corner over there that looks like a bag of, you know.
I like
At number
this.
5. Actually, let me give my bad opponent tax. Shout out Bo Nix. They played the Bengals. He had a hell of a game, but it's like, you played the Bengals. He could have been over number 5, but Drake May goes into Carolina and puts on a 14 for 17 performance for 203 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. He was just phenomenal.
Bug is fucking dancing right now.
The Panthers looked like 11 of yous out there, so couldn't have gotten much worse.
We'd be the fucking Bears of old, the fucking steel curtain. I was out there.
Can you imagine 6 of you in the secondary?
We'd be strapping shit up. Man, next fucking guy, bro.
We putting you on current fucking Randy Moss, and he
goodness. Yeah, bro. Next fucking guy.
Number 4. I got a lefty quarterback, which you know I don't like.
Yep, he was great.
But I love this guy.
What a bounce back.
And he said, like, I'm not letting that one game describe me. I had a bad game. It is what it is.
Worse than bad.
Michael Penix plays against Washington. He has 20 for 26, 313 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, which was a bad interception, but oh well. Number 3, we got possibly the second greatest quarterback of all time in Patrick Mahomes. He went 25 for 37, 270 yards, and 4 passing touchdowns against an absolutely fucking terrible Ravens defense. At number 2, we got the Duel.
I'm tired of these fucking Mickey Mouse. You cut somebody off. Cut the number 5 guy off, bro. Drake May, I'm sorry, you don't make the fucking list, bro. I'm tired of it. You know, first couple of weeks, let it slide. I can't do it every week. I can't allow 6 people on a 5-man list every week. But go ahead.
We got Dak Prescott versus Jordan Love. Dak went 31 for 40 with 319, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. And Jordan Love was 31 for 43, 337 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Just a beautiful game, and we'll get to that. But, like, damn, the defenses wasn't on shit. And at number 1, we got the Colts giving up 375 yards on 29 for 41, 3 touchdowns. Matt Stafford is just still that guy.
Damn.
And on the opposite end of the spectrum, the shitty corner.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
Dark side of the moon.
You know, it's funny you decide to do this the week a certain quarterback comes back and has a bad performance. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
First up, we have Lamar Jackson.
Oh! Wow, man. Wow. I never thought I'd hear you say anything negative about Lamar Jackson, man. If you guys know Brady, you know he's the most biased guy on the planet. So this is a step in the right direction.
I don't have stats on these guys. I just didn't want to shed some negative light on them.
Right.
Lamar, never play like this again.
He will.
At number 2, I have Geno Smith. 3 interceptions. Horrible game.
2 games with 3
been
interceptions
bad all
already.
season.
Yeah, man. 7 interceptions on the season. Get it together, dog. Get it together.
And people thought that the Seahawks downgraded.
Sam Darnold's been good over there, man. Sam Darnold, I didn't think he was gonna be able to make things work with a bad offensive line, but Sam Darnold's been good, man. Sam Darnold's been damn good, so I can't even say shit.
Sam Darnold been top 10, while Geno over there top 100.
You're not doing this top shit again, bro. Because there's nothing wrong with being top 100, Geno. There's absolutely nothing wrong.
And last on this list is a guy that shouldn't even be starting. Mac Jones was phenomenal. Brock Purdy comes in, looks like a bag of dicks. Let's go back to Mac Jones.
I hope Mac Jones plays on Thursday. Hey,
they asked Brock today,
he shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have played.
They said, Brock, if the game was today, would you be able to play? And he said, today? No, but I got 2 days left. That's like
why he should not have played on Sunday. It didn't make any sense. We were 3-0. If we lose the game, whatever. Literally whatever. If we lose with Mac Jones in, who gives a damn? We'll get there.
That's all I got. Move on into Maybe I'm Crazy.
On to the people's favorite segment for 75 weeks and running. Maybe I'm.
We already did Fantasy 4-Man.
Maybe I'm Crazy Week 4 edition. For those that are new, Maybe I'm Crazy is basically just some overreactions I bring to Smallz every week. And he's not telling me whether he disagrees or agrees with the takes. He's just telling me, are they crazy or not crazy? Number 1 on the list. A couple of, my takes have to do with said game. The Kansas City Chiefs look like the Kansas City Chiefs of old. Put up 35 plus for the first time since 2023. It might be 30 plus. I think it's 30 plus for the first time since 2023. And they just so happen to do it against some team that was supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, some shitty ass team out of Baltimore. But this part isn't about the Ravens. But another team in the Chiefs division happened to lose to the New York Giants, bringing the division lead to only 1 game with the tiebreaker to the Chargers. The Kansas City Chiefs are back, and they will win the AFC West. Joe Alt banged up. The Chargers offensive line does not look good, missing their top 2 tackles now. Giants defensive line was able to get after Justin Herbert all day. Chiefs look like they're humming now. The Giants might have
the best defensive line in all of football.
And the Chiefs look like they're humming now. They get Xavier Worthy back, open up things underneath for Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce looked like Travis Kelce of old. You got Juju dancing after every fucking catch he makes. The Chiefs are back and they're going to win the AFC West. Right, and they got your boy Juju, so it's still a no for you?
Yeah, I don't think you're crazy. I can't say you're crazy for this at all, but it's a mildly hot take. I would still pick the Chargers as of now, but definitely not crazy.
Okay.
Especially because, I don't know if you know this, but I heard a little birdie told me the Chiefs got this running back. He's going to start picking things up.
Does he happen to wear the number 10?
Yeah.
I need you to do one thing for me. Call Birdie back, say fuck you, you stupid bitch, and hang up.
In the words of Eminem, break that birdie's neck.
Fuck that birdie. Fuck that birdie. Kill that birdie for all I care. Never speak to that birdie again, because that shit ain't happening. On to my second take from this week. Staying in the same game. Those Baltimore Ravens, man, they fall to 1-3. Justin Madubuike, Nnamdi Madubuike, sorry. We knew it all along. John Harbaugh was being kind of mysterious on what he was saying about him. Didn't really, say what he wanted to say. He's out for the season. Marlon Humphrey's out for a couple of weeks. Roquan Smith is out for a couple of weeks. And then the backbreaker. Lamar Jackson is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Gonna miss 2 to 3 games. Looking rough for the Ravens, 1-3. The Baltimore Ravens, Smallz. I may be crazy, but they're missing the playoffs.
So when you woke up this morning, did you just slam
Bang
your head against the wall?
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro. So this is absolutely ridiculous, is what you're saying.
I think this is absolutely ridiculous solely because the Steelers are the only competition in their division.
That's fair, but you know, the Steelers always find a way to win games, and it's like, yeah, even if their competition isn't great, the Ravens themselves aren't great, and they're missing a bunch of key players now, primarily Lamar Jackson. Fuck everybody else. They're missing Lamar Jackson. I think their next 2 games are the Texans and the Rams. Without Lamar Jackson, I'm taking the Texans and the Rams. That puts them at 1-5. Who knows what the Steelers will be by then? All right. We had a rookie quarterback debut this past weekend. Jackson Dart looked pretty good and upset the Chargers in his first career game. The Giants were 0-3. Now they're 1-3. Jackson Dart, just in the games he plays, forget those first 3 games. In the games Jackson Dart plays this season, he will have a 500 record for the New York Giants. I have 500 or better. So they'll finish at least, at worst, 7-10. Malik Neighbors being out kind of hurts this. Yes, yeah, I because I wrote this down right after their game, but then I was like, oh shit, Malik Neighbors out for the season. So I was like, I don't know anymore, but I still kept it.
My boy Khan, he absolutely loved Jackson Dart coming into this draft, and I was like, dude, I don't know what you're seeing. I'm not a fan of him. I think he's gonna, fizzle out. But then through preseason, it's like, damn, that buzzword aura. This dude got aura. You see him next to Cam Scatterboo. Scat was like, hey, every time we see each other, we just do a little headset. And then Cam Scatterboo over there fucking running through people.
Crazy, psycho, yeah.
That defensive line is already one of the most fun units in football to watch. Paulson Adebo been good. Javon Holland over there. Andrew Phillips over there. I think they should trade for a receiver. I like Darius Slayton. Because Jalen Hyatt, bro, what happened? What happened? I love Jalen Hyatt coming out of Josh Richardson.
Josh Richardson? I have no clue. Give me somebody else.
Hendon Hooker.
Did Hendon Hooker play for Tennessee?
Yep.
Hell yeah. I can't even imagine Josh Richardson in a Tennessee jersey. I don't know why that just seems weird to me in my head, but sorry, continue.
He's really out of the league. Rook 1 and Rook 2 from that draft class are really out of the league, bro. Him and Justice were drafted, and it was like, this is our future. We was calling them Rook 1 and Rook 2. Justice Winslow, what? No, because Bam just said yesterday that we're contenders.
Yeah, and he's an absolute jackass.
You take that back.
He's an absolute jackass.
$100 we finish above y'all this year.
Oh my gosh. So if you guys don't know, for the past like 3-ish years, Smallz and I have been doing this every year. And I don't know, no fucking Jason Tatum? Like, I don't know if I don't know. You're not fucking shaking.
No Jimmy Butler.
Boy, what the fuck? What? He's been gone. It's not like he's on the team but hurt. Tatum's on the team. No, I'm not shaking shit. Because I think Jaylen Brown gonna look a little this season. Moving
Contenders. On. Miami Heat. Contenders. Pat Riley said this is the best we've seen Wiggins. He said Wiggins' family here now. He said he's in the best shape of his life. Wiggins said he's in the best shape of his life.
Moving on.
Jaquez is back.
Moving on to
maybe not that last part.
Moving on to my next take for this week, my fourth one. Despite the loss, the Colts are still legit contenders in the AFC.
I never saw them as contenders.
Right. What is that?
However, I love their defense. Jonathan Taylor is probably my favorite running back in football that didn't play for the University of Ohio State. And I love Michael Pittman, so I don't think that's super crazy, but I never truly saw them as contenders.
Last one for this week. Only 5 for this week. Because I had the Steelers were going to win the AFC North, but it's like I already had that with the Ravens. Kind of them missing the playoffs, so that's winning the same. There's been a receiver that's been on a complete different level, on a different stratosphere, on a different planet.
Don't even bring him
galaxy. Up. Puka Nacua has been absolutely insane this year. You know, when we talk about the best receiver in the league, it's always Justin Jefferson. It's always Jamar Chase. You're talking number 3. I'm not stopping there. Puka Nacua should be in the same conversations as Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. You know, when we talk who's the best in the league, it's a 3-man show now, not just 2.
It's still the LSU boys, Gap, Puka. Huge gap.
What's the? I don't know if there's a gap anymore. I really don't. What Puka's? He just had 170 fucking yards. He's Mr. Reliable. Catches. Like, is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing?
That was a good thing.
Oh,
that's a good thing.
Okay. But it's just like, what else does he have to do? Does he just have to do it for the entire season for you to put him in that category? You think, or is there just really nothing he can do? It's always just going to be a gap between those top 2 and.
I can't say there's nothing he can do, but like, do it for a little bit longer, and maybe we'll consider that. Like, he's been good his whole career, but this is the first year he's really been like this stratosphere type of receiver. Like, Jettis and Jamar are them dudes
for sure. But I think the difference is I think he's in that conversation.
I think the difference to me is that when they're playing at like the level that they can, you can argue that they're the best player in football.
That's fair. That's fair.
With Puka, you're just arguing he's the best receiver right now.
That's fair. I don't mind that. Okay. That's all I got for this week. Come back next Tuesday or next Wednesday to, see week 5's edition of Maybe I'm Crazy.
And starting off with our reviews. We go to Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. You know, them accents are fun. I'm sure there was a lot of alcohol over there. We got the Vikings against the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure that you woke up at 9 o'clock and was there immediately.
Man, on the fucking dot. I was there for the pregame show too.
Yeah, I'm sure you were up at 8.
Absolutely, of course. Didn't see a second of this game live.
I woke up at 9 o'clock, looked at my phone, I was like, ooh, I could watch the whole game. Woke up at 11:30.
Yeah.
And it was halftime.
Yeah.
I don't even remember going back to sleep.
Yeah. Dark said he woke up, saw the score, went back to bed as well. Like, thank God I've never, like, the Niners don't be playing in London because I just can't do it, man. I don't want to be watching and, celebrating for my team, rooting for my team at fucking 9 in the morning. That's just too fucking early. And imagine being on the fucking West Coast. That's got to be awful. That's got to be fucking terrible. I just can't do it. But on to the game. We talked about in the preview that it was going to be tough for Aaron Rodgers because this Vikings defense and Brian Flores and that pass rush would get after Aaron Rodgers. But one thing we just forgot to mention was that Aaron Rodgers is like the king of the, he can kill somebody dinking and dunking. He can get the ball out lightning quick. And that's exactly what he did. Him and the Steelers got the ball out so quick. So they were able to negate that pass rush. That pass rush wasn't able to get home because Aaron Rodgers is getting the ball out to DK Metcalf, who's taking it 80 yards to the crib, getting the ball out. So that pass rush just wasn't much of a factor throughout the game. And I guess that's something we just didn't consider coming into the game. It was like, oh, Brian Flores in this pass rush. Aaron Rodgers not going to be able to move. But, Aaron Rodgers, he's always been one of the better quarterbacks at getting the ball out and dinking and dunking. And I know dinking and dunking has like a negative connotation to it, but it's not always a negative thing. Against a blitz, that's, the perfect time to use it. Get that ball out quick. And that's exactly what he did. But I would like to see the Steelers develop an offense that can get some deep plays because it feels like their offense really is just, whether we're just running the ball or it's just dink and dunk and just hope DK breaks it off for 60 yards to the crib like he did on Sunday. It really feels like they don't have those deep development plays or Aaron Rodgers is throwing it deep or anything like that anymore. Other than that, Kenny Gainwell looked really good in this game. I know a lot of people were picking him up in fantasy. He looked damn good in this game. And the Steelers defense, I think this is their best showing this this season. The Vikings scored, what was it, 21 points, but that a lot of that was late in the game. It wasn't the score and stats don't really show it. Like if you just looked at the stats, you think the Vikings performed a lot better than what they actually did. But a lot of that came late. I think the Steelers did a really good job on defense. Keanu Benton had 2 sacks. TJ Watt like tipped the pass and then picked it himself. Yep. So I think the Steelers are turning the leaf, and I really think the Steelers could win this division, especially with the Ravens, being where they are.
That dude from Seattle. That dude from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That dude that wears 14.
Yeah.
Is he still wearing 14 in Pittsburgh?
No, I think he wears 4.
You're right. He totally wears 4. He was 14 in Seattle. He's the motherfucking dude, man. I love some DK Metcalf. And I know you're not a fan, but that catch and run touchdown. Don't even say you're not a fan, because you're not a fan of DK Metcalf, just like you weren't a fan of Najee Harris.
Oh,
it's okay not to be a fan of people.
Weren't a fan of I still am not a fan of Najee Harris.
How you gonna hate on a dude that at home repairing his Achilles? That's fucked up.
Get well soon. That don't mean I gotta be a fan of the guy because he got hurt. Get well soon. Come on the show. It's not like it's not like you're playing football or anything. So come on the show. We can hash it out. We can hash out our differences.
He's just gonna come on here and say I slapped the fuck out of you, and you're gonna apologize.
I'll say I slapped the fuck out of you. Nah, let me stop. Najee fucking put me in the dirt. Put me in the fucking dirt.
Carson Wentz threw 2 picks. You already mentioned the TJ Watt one. He also threw one to Addison. That was just a monstrosity, but throw on the left hash. Flags killed the Vikings early in this game. They made a little comeback at the end, but they were never really in this. It was Steelers from the start, and at one point in this game they kneeled it, and it wasn't even Aaron back there fucking humping the air, pointing at shit, and they got in a little scuffle, and it was like, oh Lord. And I think Greg Olsen was the commentator at this point, and he was back there just laughing his ass off at Rodgers. Vikings, I'm gonna need y'all to do more. And first week of Carson Wentz, it was like, maybe we just stick with Carson Wentz because JJ been bad. We not sticking with dude. JJ, we need you back, brother.
So have your opinions on the Vikings changed at all 4 weeks into the season?
I think they're the 3rd best team in the NFC North.
Okay. When you thought they were the 1st best coming into the season? The 1st best. Just the best.
I don't think I had them at the best.
What'd you have them at? You had them 2nd best. You had them finishing over who, the Lions?
I think I had them over the Lions.
Okay. Do you think they can still make some noise in the NFC, or you think that's dead? They're
still a playoff team.
Okay. That's fair. I don't think they are, but that's a fair assessment.
They're probably better than your favorite team. But moving on, we got the Washington Commanders going into Atlanta. Disagree.
Josh Allen.
Both of your teams are 3-1.
Josh Allen and the Bills are 4-0. Oh, by the way, my brother's a Bucs fan now. He's giving up on the Ravens. He's been sending me gifts all day of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers flag and shit. He's a Bucs fan now.
Tell him I said welcome.
That's so fucking crazy. That is so crazy, bro. Y'all are some fucking bandwagons, man. That shit is hilarious, bro. And he's talking about, bro, because he came to me, because I've been wanting to go to the Niners-Bucks game. He's like, man, we can go see our favorite team. We're going to go see our favorite team in a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, okay, you joining the Niners bandwagon? He's like, no, my boy Baker and them. And I'm like, this fucking guy, bro. Like, wow, bro. Wow.
My boy Rodney know football. Tell him Rashad over here. We got Egbuka over here.
Move the fuck on. He's a big Mike Evans guy, too. Move the fuck on, man.
Me too. Rodney know football.
Move the fuck on.
Michael Penix went from probably top 200 quarterback last week to back being a normal NFL quarterback. Yeah. He was really good this week. The Falcons just make no sense as a fucking franchise because they'll go from 1 week looking like a middle school team to actual contenders. Marcus Mariota didn't look bad last week, and he still didn't look terrible this week, but he did throw a bomb to the end zone that was intercepted. And the main thing that people are going to talk about from this game is that Bijan Robinson is top 3 in the world.
Top 3 what in the world?
Running back.
Nah, you don't got to stop at 3. You can keep going.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor, the best in the world.
Oh, but when Hurlin said that, when Hurlin crowned him that 2 weeks ago, I was fucking, when Hurlin says something, let's just listen, everybody. Let this be a lesson. If Hurlin says something, it's probably the truth.
Whoa! Sorry. JT is 2 and Bijan's 3. Because my boy over there in Dallas, number 1.
And let this be a lesson. When Smallz speak, just let that shit go in one ear, not the fucking other, bro. But no, Michael Penix did look good. He threw his first touchdown pass to a wide receiver this season.
London looked great.
Drake London did look. Not Michael. Kyle Pitts looks just involved in the offense. All right, bro, I'm fucking done, bro. Kyle Pitts looks involved in the offense. They fired their wide receiver coach before this game, and they moved their OC Zach Robinson down to the field. Maybe that made a difference, because I know for us that made a difference when we moved Steve Wilkes down to the field. It just brings a different vibe to have your coordinator down on the field with the guys. You can talk to him right there, you know. So maybe that made a difference. Michael Picks. Holy shit. Michael Penix made a complete 180 against this Commanders defense. They're old, and they fucking looked it, bro. They absolutely looked it. Bobby Wagner, maybe, it always looks like, damn, how's this guy still doing it? How's he still... Maybe you're not going to be doing it for too much longer. This defense looks its age. They are old as fuck.
They just can't play coverage.
They cannot, and they're getting scored on no matter what. Bobby Wagner, I'm sorry, dog. You gotta have to rush the passer, play the run game, because you back there trying to guard somebody. It just ain't working. It really ain't. Yeah, Washington has just given up too many chunk plays this season. Like I just talked about their defense. They just given up too many big plays. And they're missing that. They put up 27 points, but they're missing that punch that obviously Jaden Daniels gives them, and Terry McLaurin. They're just missing that punch. Mariota has steadied the ship, and he's been fine. But they need that difference maker at quarterback like Jaden Daniels, because this defense isn't going to do them any favors.
And the running back trio that they have over there has been solid. It was like a Bill Krosky merit. Mm-hmm. People loved him. People thought he was the next coming of Jesus, especially when Brian Robinson got traded. But this has just been a consistent trio over there. And defensively, Trey Amos has been solid for the Commanders, and Marshawn Lattimore he's not even close to winning, but he's putting up a battle for Uncle of the Year.
I like it.
Next up, we got Justin Herbert and Madison Beer going into New York to play against the Giants and getting their asses whooped.
And you can kind of tell from the start of this game, it's like, oh shit, the Giants might pull this one out. It just felt like one of those games where, like, it's just the thing when like a coach gets fired, there's a quarterback change. It's no stat behind it, but it always seems like the fucking team just comes out and just plays harder. Whether it's because they're excited to play with this new quarterback, they're fired up because it's a new voice in their head. They always just seem to come out and play harder. So we should have expected the Giants to maybe not win this game, but to be competitive in this game. They were competitive throughout the entire way. And it started in those fucking trenches. Joe Alt gets hurt, has a high ankle sprain, and they need him back ASAP because their backup, Austin DeCoulis, however you fucking pronounce his name, allowed 6 pressures on Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert was pressured on 47.4% of his dropbacks. The Giants got after Justin Herbert all day. Abdul Carter had 5 quarterbacks hits by himself. Brian Burns had 4 and had a sack himself. The Giants' edge rushers of Carter, Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau had 20 pressures. 20 pressures between 3 players.
They've been amazing.
Like, bro, they were just able to get after Justin Herbert whenever they wanted to. And now there's no Rashawn Slater, who was out before the start of the season. No Joe Alt for a few weeks. This Chargers offensive line went from being one of the better ones to start this season to now it's looking rough. The 2 tackles are probably the most important position on the offensive line, and both your guys are out. It's going to be tough pickings for the Chargers to look good in this offense to get back to what it could be. Justin Herbert's going to have to be running for his life a little bit. Omarion Hampton looked good again. He had a good game in week 3 and followed it up with an even better one in week 4. And then Jackson Dart. What Jackson Dart brings to the offense is that Russell Wilson, then he's able to move around and make plays, even if he's not running. Exactly. Whether he's running and scrambling for a touchdown, which he did in this game, he's able to just move around and extend. God damn! And extend the play like Russell Wilson couldn't. So it just brings a different level to this offense, a different dynamic to this offense that Russell Wilson just couldn't bring. And it sucks that Malik Neighbors got hurt towards ACL. Get well soon, Malik Neighbors, because they could have been really fun together. But I like what I saw from Jackson Dart and the Giants. And I thought the Giants could be this type of competitive coming into the season with Russell Wilson, but he showed they couldn't. So hopefully they can be that with Jackson Dart, because this is a team we both thought could be sneaky. Their record wouldn't show it, but they could be sneaky, decent in a lot of games.
Shout out Malik Neighbors. ACL tear, and he posted on Instagram, and it was just "I'm sorry," which is sad to see. It was like a heartbreak emoji as well. And Odell tweeted out, and he was asking Turf. He was like, "We put our bodies on the line every week. Can we get rid of this bullshit?" And Odell is probably top 1 all time, so yeah, we should listen to what he says.
For sure.
And before this game, I think it was Rappaport had tweeted out that Justin Herbert has gone 9 straight road starts without an interception. It can become the first quarterback in NFL history with 10 consecutive road games without a pick. And he ends up throwing one to Dexter Lawrence. Sexy Dexy almost took it back for a thick 6.
A few defensive lineman interceptions this weekend.
He also ended up throwing ones to Andrew Phillips where Ladd just fell down and Andrew Phillips made that like falling backwards pick. And you already mentioned him, but Abdul Carter has been an absolute man amongst smaller men so far this season.
Yeah.
And even though he doesn't have a sack yet, he's going to get one soon, and he's been amazing. He deserved to be picked where he was. Shout out Kim Scatterboot, that's my man. Out of?
Don't. This is one I should know. I've actually watched some of the games. Fuck, man. Can you give me a color, please?
Their secondary color is yellow. Like a dark mustard yellow. And like maroon.
Really?
You know who Jalen Tyson is?
That's what Arizona State has, those like maroon and yellow colors, right? But it wasn't Aaron, because I don't think that's a team he played for. I don't recall. Well, that was the team. Oh, well, shit. There you go.
I'm pretty sure.
I just did. I didn't think that was, because I swear I watched a couple of like games he played, and I don't remember.
Yeah,
being Arizona State. That was not going to be a team that came to mind.
I don't know why I let you make me doubt myself.
I don't know why either. I just asked. I literally just asked.
You know who Jalen Tyson is?
Jalen Tyson
plays for the Cavs. He was like, I think he was a second round.
Yes, because you talked about it. Him and your brother are like buddy, right?
Nope, that's Sam Merrill.
Oh shit. What about him?
Very different.
What about him?
Jalen Tyson has a brother named Jordan Tyson for Arizona State. I think he's a 6'4" receiver, maybe 6'3". He's a big ass guy though.
Here we go. He's a speedster. Let me guess, he's one of your guys.
No, he's a fucking dog. Like he's gonna be an easy day 1 pick.
Okay.
So remember that name.
So he'll be a 49. No. We're not. We need to draft some fucking offensive linemen. So never mind.
Sorry. He'll be a giant.
Okay, don't mind it. But it's Wan'Dale Robinson season.
What's that? Ugh. Moving on to the 5th best quarterback in football. The Tennessee Titans go in to play C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. And this game was unbelievably disgusting. The Texans won 26-0.
Cam Ward pretty high. It's best for Cam Ward already? Shit.
This game says 26-0, but neither team played good.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel sadness for Cam Ward because he has been good, but nothing else on this entire fucking franchise has been good. The coaches suck. His receivers can't catch.
Yeah.
His line can't block. Tony Pollard's been... I mean, I don't know if Tony Pollard's been bad or if the line is just fucking god-awful. Probably a bit of both. The defense is garbage. Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed, he's been fucking garbage. He used to be a dog, but he can't cover no more. And he still be talking shit like he that dude. I'm disappointed in the Titans, man. I just wanted them to be at the least sad or at the least fun. And with A.O. Maynor and Cam Ward and Shamir Dike and Gunnar Helm, I thought that they had a chance of doing so. And Cam Ward at one point in this game made a beautiful sidearm throw. Threw it about 100 miles per hour, hit A.O. Maynor right in the hands, and it bounces off of him and goes straight into Stingley's. Mm-hmm. And you see him as soon as it lands in Stingley's hands, he's like, oh, and then he remembers that they look at me like I can't have them reactions, and he just claps and he goes over to A.O. Maynor and is like, hey man, it's all right. And I think that he's gonna be so fucking good, dude. Cam Ward, if you ain't got no fans, then I'm dead.
Y'all want right? Keep it a buck. We ass. That fucking quote had me fucking dying laughing, bro. That shit was so funny. It was just his tone. And when he said it, we ass. Like, it just fucking killed me. But shout out to your boy, Woody Marks. You had him on the small stock market. Shouts out to him. But the Titans defense, you texted me earlier in this game, like both teams are shit or something like that. The Texans are shit. And this game was so boring early on. Both teams looked fucking putrid. The Texans didn't get anything going till the second half. They came out in the second half and had like 3 straight scoring drives. And the Titans defense, they did it against, I think it was the Rams too. They just cannot put together a complete game. They'll start the game playing pretty well. And the same thing in this game. They played pretty well to start this game, but then CJ Stroud and the Texans offense was just able to get it going. The Texans won this game, but it's not a great look, like you said, because throughout the first half of this game, we were texting, and it's the same old Texans. It's the same old Texans. And you would think, oh, they're going against the Titans. This is their get-right game. This is the game where CJ Stroud looks like CJ Stroud. Nico Collins looks like Nico Collins, and but I'm over the Texans. I really think they're out of, even though they won this game, I don't think that changes what I think they can do. I don't think they're a sniff in the playoffs. I think the Jags and the Colts will finish above them, which isn't crazy to say at this point. But I am really disappointed in the Houston Texans and DeMeco Ryans and CJ Stroud. Like, for you to play the Titans and for it to look, it was 26-0, but I promise you this was not a 26-point win by the Texans. They did not play like a team that won by 26. They were bad in this game, and the Titans defense is just a Titans defense that can't put together a complete game. So they were able to get going late out the half, and the Titans had 2 good drives to end the second half. But Joey Slye just missed 2 fucking field goals. So they should have went into the half up 6, but Joey Slye just missed both field goals. So the Texans come out and have some momentum in the second half and just put the game out of reach. But like you said, Cam Ward has looked good. His receivers just seem to not give a fuck about him. And it is what it is. The Texans, not the Texans, the Titans and the Saints, I feel like I've done a pretty solid job at being the Saints more than the Titans, because the Titans, it's more so Cam Ward has been good while the team has been bad, but the Saints have been a good bad. But we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, I'm just highly disappointed in the Texans. It's more so about the Texans for me than the Titans, and I'm just really disappointed.
I don't remember who was commentating this game, but coming out of halftime, they were like, if I told you that the kickers would be the talk of the game so far, you'd think that's a good thing, but it's not for a good reason so far. And whoever was commentating this did great, because they also said that in the first half, earlier in the week, CJ Stroud had a teammate come up to him and was like, hey, we're going to win this week. And CJ said that we're not just going to win this week, we're going to win every single play. And that's like an offensive coordinator type fucking mindset, head coach mindset. And CJ, you definitely didn't win every play, brother. That first half was disgusting. But I think that the Texans are finally starting to realize, hey, we drafted these young guys, let's play them, because Jaden Higgins had a touchdown. Woody Marks was phenomenal, should be RB1 in my opinion. And on the Titans side, I'm not sure why Brian Callahan is even still in town. He has done nothing good since he's been there. I didn't hate the signing when he got there, because it was like, this guy's supposed to build your offensive line. But holy shit, nobody blocks for Cam Ward. And this is the first time the Texans have had a shutout since 2010.
The Texans just aren't good, bro. I don't know. Like, they didn't get into the red zone until the second half. And I talked about there's 3 scoring plays out the second half. It's not like they just drove all the way down the field. 2 of them were all fucking turnovers, so they just had a short field and scored. They didn't do anything magical. Their defense just played well, which is done throughout the entirety of the season, and the offense just was finally able to capitalize off of a short field. The Texans aren't good, bro, and it's so
Next up, we got the Eagles going into Tampa Bay to play against the Buccaneers. And if you see the final score being 31-25, you would think, hey, this game was a good game like we anticipated it to be, both going in 3-0.
Yeah.
But that first half, the Eagles just put belt to ass the whole way, and it didn't really change much in the second half. The scoreboard says so, but the Eagles were never really sweating.
No, but my goodness, Jalen Hurts, 0 for 8, no passing yards in the second half is insane. When I heard that fucking stat, I was like, there's no way they didn't have a single passing yard in the second half. And I see Jalen Hurts 0 for 8.
Abysmal.
AJ Brown, 2 receptions on 9 targets. They're 4-0, so I can't say much about them. They have the star power, but it's like, holy shit, Jalen Hurts, what are we doing? What are we doing? And Baker Mayfield, bro, you were absolutely phenomenal in this game, but that interception in the red zone, on first down, mind you, on first down, what are we doing, Baker? What are we doing? You just rolled out right. We're holding the ball, smacking the ball. Just throw it away, Baker, and you force it, and it gets intercepted
Who'd he throw
by
it
Jahad
to?
Campbell.
That's my guy. Any people that were around for our draft talks, I know our views were way down back then. We kind of back up. But Jahad Campbell was one of my favorite players in the entire class, especially defensively. And so far through 4 weeks, he's been amazing, man. For this Eagles defense to be as talented as they are, he's been one of the talks of the entire defense. And as you already talked about the offense, but like Jalen Hurts has been disappointing. AJ Brown has been disappointing. Saquon has been
Barkley,
disappointing.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert has 2 of the easiest touchdowns he'll ever see.
And then didn't do shit else. This offense has not been good. It really hasn't. They're living off of fucking blocked field goals and blocked punts. Like, what the fuck is going on?
If it wasn't for that block punt early, this is a better game. They blocked it straight into Sidney Brown's hands, man. He just had the easiest touchdown ever. Just take off and run. And unfortunately, Baker his comeback was too late. Chase McLaughlin did everything he could. That 65-yarder was amazing.
Yeah.
A 58-yarder right after it. But
that throw from Baker to Emeka Egbuka is one of the greatest throws I've ever seen. Splitting those defenders by a fucking fingernail and Emeka taking it for a touchdown. It was absolutely beautiful. Shouts out to you, Baker. Shouts out to you, Emeka. Bucky, because they had that and then came back the next drive and had that touchdown like 70-some yards up the sideline to Bucky Irvin. I'm like, oh shit, here come the Bucks. They're gonna make this interesting. But then Baker turns the ball over and then Bucky, I think Bucky fumbled as well. It's just this disappointing loss for the Bucks because the opportunities were there. It's not that the fact that you lost, but the opportunities were there for you guys to, take advantage and win this game when they don't have a fucking passing yard in the second half. But I mean, it is what it is. I can't harp on the Eagles too much, I guess. 4-0 is 4-0, but man, I feel like if they match up with the Lions, a Packers, a Rams, I'd have to say those teams may get the better of the Eagles because Jalen Hurts. And you got fucking AJ Brown making some cryptic fucking tweets again. He's not fucking reading books on the sidelines. He's making some tweets about like, if you're not welcomed here, then fucking go or some shit like that. Like what is going on? You're 4-0 and these are the things that are happening. It's just a bad juju over there. But again, 4-0 is 4-0. We can move on.
Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers going into New England to play against the Patriots. And before you say anything, I would like to start.
Oh, man.
The mic plug.
Yep.
I'm an absolute idiot for believing a team employing Xavier Legette could possibly emerge victorious against your glorious New England Patriots. I am truly sorry for doubting Drake May. Drake May has been phenomenal all season. That boy out of North Carolina, loved him to death. There's nothing else on this team that I like. Drake May's one of them. However, Stefan's over there too. And Stefan also had a great game. Shouts out to his bounce back. A top 10 defense in the entire league. The Patriots have been good. We expected that out of Mike Vrabel. Unfortunately, they got rid of my boy at safety, R.I.P. Jabril Peppers. And most importantly, ignoring the incompetence of Bryce Young. They had the absolutely amazing first drive where he did everything right. It was like, damn, Bryce Young is back. He's back to that guy we saw last year. He's back to that guy we saw last week. But then this defense that is just so masterful, ran by just such a brilliant guy. With that bald man at middle linebacker, just looking phenomenal. They shut everything down for the rest of the game. And the Panthers ended up scoring 13, but they gave up 42. Travion had a touchdown. Ramondre didn't look like he needed a helmet this week. When not just a football helmet. We know what type of helmet I'm talking about. Hunter Henry, I don't like him, so I'm not even going to say nothing positive there. Sure, he still gets it done. And Keyshawn Boot, Pop Douglas, little homie at running back, what's his name? Antonio Gibson. His girl fine as hell. You can go ahead and say what you want.
Wow. I'm assuming that was the bet. Beautifully said, by the way. Beautifully said. Like, I hope you enjoyed that. But
Marcus Jones had a phenomenal punt return.
Oh my God, he had a great game. Aside from that, he had another one where he got tripped up by the punter. Then he had another one that he took for like up to the 40 or some shit like that. He was great in this game. But yeah, this was just a Mike Vrabel game. In a week ago, Ramondre Stevenson got the boatload of the carries, and he was fumbling his ass off. This week, it was a lot more even, and the running game looked a lot better. Ramondre looked a lot better. We saw Travion Henderson get into the end zone, and I think Antonio Gibson got into the end zone as well. What's that face for?
You just cut out. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry. I said it was they did a better job of splitting the workload throughout the backfield. Gibson and Henderson were able to get into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson looked better than he did a week ago. Didn't fumble the ball. Like I said, this was just such a Mike Vrabel type game. They ran the ball. The defense turned up and stymied Bryce Young. Like you said, he looked good on that first drive and a bit of that second drive as well. But then after that, it was just fucking smooth sailing for the Patriots. Stephon Diggs is still an elite level route runner. His route running is still top of the top.
Yeah.
Yep. Drake May. I have a stat. Drake May has thrown is the first quarter. Sorry. Drake May in his last 3 games has completed 75% of his passes and had 2 touchdowns. The only quarterback to have more, which is 4, is Tom Brady, who did it in his MVP season. So I'm not saying Drake May's gonna win MVP, but Drake May's gonna win MVP. But
so pretty much what you're saying. Pretty much what you're telling me is that Drake May's the second greatest of all time.
Yeah. And the Patriots had a really nice I forget who was on this call, but the commentators talk about it. The Patriots had a really nice play for, I think it was a touchdown. They had a really nice pick play. The Panthers came out of man coverage and they ran a pick play, and it was beautifully ran. But yeah, all 3 phases of the Patriots played amazing in this game. You talk about Marcus Jones in special teams. He had a kickoff return. I had another one that he took to like the 15. Another one he took to the 40. The defense turned up and made life tough for Bryce Young. They got after Bryce Young. They were able to, the Panthers got a bit going in the run game, but overall their offense just wasn't great. And then Drake May has been phenomenal. He was able to get the ball. Him and Stephon Diggs' snaps have ramped up every week, and you saw this week he came to fucking play. Him and Drake May found that connection. Somehow Hunter Henry's still fucking getting it done. Austin Hooper had a couple of nice plays. He had one up the right sideline. The Patriots look fun. Mike Vrabel has brought a culture to this team, and like I said, this is just an all-around Mike Vrabel type game. You play great defense, and you get the run game going throughout, a boatload of guys. And Drake May, like a Mike Vrabel offense, is a quarterback that's can get the job done, and the running game will get the rest. But you have that in a running game that can get it done, a good defense. But you have Drake May, who's a different quarterback than Mike Vrabel usually has. It's usually a Ryan Tannehill type guy who's just going to steady the ship and, be a game manager. But you have Drake May, who can go in above and beyond in a Mike Vrabel offense. And hey, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Patriots. Plug, you said we don't give the Patriots any time. We're showing the Patriots some love this week. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Drake May, Stephon Diggs, and the crew. And Plug, you told me not to start Stephon Diggs this week in fantasy, but I have to, because I have somebody on a bye week. I forget who it is, so he has to be my starter this week. It is what it is.
I'll take him.
Or?
I don't know. We can talk.
We'll talk.
What about like $3?
Here comes, P bro. Smallz just be fucking throwing bullshit like you. Let me not.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We got our boy Frosty and his New Orleans Saints going into Buffalo to get their asses smacked, but they actually looked fun this week. I'm proud of the Saints for this game. All I asked for the last 8 weeks is, hey, New Orleans, at least look fun. Yeah. Chris Olave throwing that interception did not make me happy, but Khalil Shakir started this game with one of the best balance plays I've ever seen, and then Kendrick Miller followed it up with another phenomenal balance play. And the Bills Kendrick Miller looked really good all game. I'm happy for him. I've liked him since he came into college. I'm going to tell you where he went to college, though. I need to figure that out. I want to say TCU, but I don't think that's right. Devin Neal, RB3. Kamara had a little bit of a down game. Oh, well. The Bills are 4-0 and haven't had their first-round draft pick all season.
The Bills in 4-0, yeah, and I don't think the Bills have looked outstanding. Like, they look great against the
Kendrick did go to TCU.
But I don't think the Bills have really looked phenomenal this season as a whole, and they're still 4-0. That is due to, you played the Saints. It is what it is. But like you said, this game is more so about the Saints than it is the Bills winning this game. The Saints, in the words of D Mills, they're sucking good. The Saints are just being competitive. The Saints were competitive. I think it was against the Not the Seahawks. That's the one game where they just got fucking the doors blown off of them. I think it was the Cardinals they were competitive against. They were damn competitive against us, and now you're competitive against the Bills. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for if you're a Saints fan. You didn't expect to be good this season, but as long as your team is fighting and showing some progression and signs of life, that's all you can ask for. They were super penalized team earlier on this season. They cut down on the penalties in this game. They did have one on special teams. I forget when it was. They did have one, but they look just like a disciplined team, and they're just competitive. That's all you can ask for the Saints. Spencer Rattler, hopefully you can be not the guy over there, but a bridge quarterback, maybe a quarterback they can be somewhat decent with. Shout out to the Saints. I don't got much more to say about this game. Blowout. I mean, not a blowout, 12 points, but there's not much to say.
Moving on to the Cleveland Browns going into Detroit to play the Lions. I expect the Browns defense to at least look good. However, Joe Flacco, your season should be over. Amon-Ra St. Brown is an elite level troll. Let's move on to the Jaguars going into San Francisco to beat
move
that
on to the Colts versus the Rams. Colts versus Rams. First of all, I'll start with Liam Cohen. Don't fucking play with us. Robert Saleh will put you in the... Don't fucking play. Don't fucking play. Don't come up to us telling Robert Saleh keep my name out of your mouth. Robert, you heard what Robert Saleh said. He'll fuck your whole world up. He'll fuck your whole world up. Stop fucking playing with us, all right? You're lucky we're not in the same division, so we won't see you guys again. I would say we'll see you in February, but it'll only be us playing in February. Now,
only be who?
The Bills. I'm a Bills fan. I'm a Bills fan. But on to the game. You
claim too many teams, man. You gotta stick to at least
mouth.
two.
Shut your mouth. But I've always prided myself ever since we started this, and even before we started this, I want to be as unbiased as I can. I don't want to let my fandom or my love for anybody affect the way I talk about the games or view the games. Brock Purdy. Plug calls me a Brock Purdy defender. I don't think I'm a Brock Purdy defender, but I just don't allow the bullshit to be said about him. But I don't think I'm like going to war for Brock Purdy. I talk about his deficiencies. I talk about what he's good at. I've always had him around 12 to 14. Brock Purdy, you were absolutely putrid in this game. You could tell Brock Purdy shouldn't have even been fucking playing in this game, but guess what, Brock? You were fucking playing, so you're supposed to be out there and be the quarterback that you're paid to be. $65 million. I don't care if your fucking toes hurt, and you're supposed to play like a $265 million quarterback. You were absolutely putrid in this game, and your receivers weren't much of a help this game. Kendrick Bourne was absolutely awful. In this game. Dropped like 3 different passes in this game. The run game still can't get going. This offensive line is still fucking bad. Trent Williams has regressed. We've seen it since week 1. Since week fucking 1, we saw Trent Williams was regressing. Like, Christian McCaffrey has no running lanes. Brock Purdy was sailing so many passes because he's not driving off of his foot because of fucking turf toe. You shouldn't have fucking played. If there was a game you were going to come back, it should have been Thursday against the fucking Rams. Man, this is just a frustrating loss because even with Brock Purdy playing the way he did, we had 4 fucking turnovers. We had Brock Purdy throw 2 interceptions. There was one that got tipped, but it was probably going to be intercepted by Devin Lloyd anyway if it didn't get tipped because he was throwing it into triple coverage, it looked like. We had Luke Farrell, former Jaguar. He fumbled the fucking ball. And then we had, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy fumbled at the end of the game to none other than former San Francisco 49er Eric Armstead. I was so fucking pissed, man. We get the ball back. The defense gets us the fucking ball back, and we go down and fucking fumble the game away, man. It pissed me off. If there's one guy I can count on to always give me something on this team, Fred fucking Warner. No matter what is going on, I know Fred Warner will be outstanding. Him and D Winters have been phenomenal this season. I think they still combined for 18 sacks in this game. They were amazing. Deommodore Lenoir has been amazing, but I talked about this defensive line still being able to get there without Nick Bosa, and my goodness, Trevor Lawrence's shirt could not have been more fucking clean. He can wear that fucking jersey next week. He did not get touched. Literally did not get touched in this game by anyone on that defensive line. Did not get fucking touched. Travis Etienne did what he fucking wanted to us. This was just a bad game, and then you have Jawan Jennings get hurt again. Ricky Pearsall get hurt again. Brock Purdy re-injured his fucking toe. So who knows what we're going to look like going into the fucking Rams. But enough of the fucking bitch-ass fucking 49ers, because this was a fucking terrible loss. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know, man. He didn't look good in this. Wasn't great in this game either. He wasn't the reason why the Jags won this game. BTJ, I don't know, man. But the Jags defense, I talked about it coming into this week that they had 9 turnovers coming into the season. Now they're up to 13 because they forced 4 against us. They punched the ball out. They're flying to the ball, getting interceptions. They were all over the place. They did a great job against us. And a defense we came in coming to the season, I don't know. It's just those 2 edge rushers. They're able to make plays. They're turning the ball over. And if you're winning the turnover battle, you're probably gonna win fucking games. The Jags are 3-1, and I can't say it's a fake 3-1 or whatever, because their defense is playing lights out and they're turning people over. And if you're gonna turn people over, you're gonna win fucking games. So shout out to the Jaguars. They did lose Trayvon Walker. Hopefully it's not too long, because if Trayvon Walker's out for an extended period, I do look at the Jags defense and the team a little bit different. But They got the job done. It was a really good win for the Jags. Really bad loss for the Niners, but it is what it is. Brock Purdy, I hope you don't play on fucking Thursday, because if you're not fucking healthy, don't fucking play and cost us the game. You were absolutely putrid.
Devin Lloyd should win Defensive Player of the Week. Brock Purdy, maybe consider not playing the rest of the season so that we can see Mac Jones. That'd be cool. And I had to look up to make sure that Bam was making more money than Brock Purdy per year, because if that wasn't the case, then I might have to throw a little tantrum. But fortunately, he's making like $600,000 more per season, so we're good there. Travis Etienne has been phenomenal. I don't really have much more to say. You said it all. Brock Purdy, you stink. Brock Purdy, you stink. And Brock Purdy, you stink. Shout out to the Jaguars defense. And do you know Nerd Sesh?
Shouts out to you. What's up? What about Nerd Sesh?
You know who they are?
Yeah.
You know Carson from there, like the blonde kid?
Yeah.
One of his shticks right now is that he looks a lot like Liam Cohen. So anytime Liam Cohen is mentioned about anything,
he does kind of look like him.
Anytime Liam Cohen's mentioned on Twitter, he'll like pretend like they're the same person. So when Liam Cohen and
Robert Saleh got into it,
he was like, "Yeah, keep our," and he put "our" in capital letters. Name out your fucking mouth. And I was just
so now it's fuck. No, let me stop. I was gonna say now it's fuck Nerd Sesh, but now let me stop.
I like Nerd Sesh. They're good.
Yeah.
Good
yeah, bro. Their fucking ball knowledge is insane for the NBA too, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. They're going back to the fucking 1950s, and shouts out to them.
They got ball knowledge like I got the challenge knowledge, and you motherfucker said that Anissa one of the greatest ever, and I could have slapped the shit out of you.
I was like, bro, I want to text Smallz. What should I just fucking text her? I was like, let me just text her the most fucking bullshit thing I could imagine. I was like, Anissa's top 5 challenge competitor ever, and I knew it was gonna get you pissed.
and quick little challenge rant. The season right now is partner season, and like so far it's been like you got a new week so you can learn who you're good with and shit. And then whoever had the most points to where the lockout is, like got to pick their partners first. And going into the lockout, the chick that was with CT threw the challenge so that he would go into elimination because nobody wanted to be with him because he was like he had gotten fat and they were saying he was washed. CT washed. That's crazy.
Do you think he's washed?
I mean, he is a big guy, but then the next challenge, he won that elimination because it was him and a pole wrestle versus Derek that's gay, and he had no chance. And then the next challenge was a mini final, and there was no partners. It was just by yourself to see, and you could get a shit ton more points. And it was the first time in like the challenge history that so many people cheated that they had to just cancel the challenge. But CT got second out of all people. The only person to beat him was
who?
So like Turbo, the Turkish
Turbo
guy.
came back.
He's been back,
I know he won that one season, like his rookie season, and then was gone for it. But he came back. Wow! Shouts out to Turbo.
He still doesn't understand English very much, but he got really mad at CT because CT couldn't climb the one challenge, and ever since him and CT were buds, and then ever since he's been calling CT fat fuck.
Wow. That's what my brother calls it. Like I'll get the Snapchat memories of like what I used to look like. I'll send it to my brother, and that's what he replies. He's like, "You fat fuck," and it kills me every single time. It's like, damn, is that really what you fucking thought of me? We can get back to football. we can get back to football and move on to the Los Angeles Rams.
We have Indiana Jones going into Los Angeles to play against Puka Nacua and pretty much just by himself. The Rams pulled out 27-20. It was 20-13 with 20-13, 4th and 3, and the Rams are on like the 4. And Puka just runs a slant for a touchdown because he is legitimately unguardable. He's the number 3 best receiver in all of football. Game is 20-20. Adonai Mitchell has a touchdown, running it in, drops it before he gets there. Pulled up fucking Jonathan Taylor from last season. Luckily, nobody has his ass in fantasy. And then Tutu Atwell, 88-yard touchdown to win the game. The Colts' last possession was catastrophic. JT had that big run touchdown. It got called back. And then Daniel Jones throws an interception to Cameron Curl. Cameron Curl ended up with 2 interceptions on the day, and they were both just Daniel Jones trying to do too much. Shouts out to the Rams.
Yeah,
they're legitimately contenders.
Yeah, the Rams defense was clutch when they needed to be. You talk about the interception for Cameron Curl. Jared Verse was able to get home to Daniel Jones. Yeah, he was the Rams defense is young, inexpensive, and they're damn fucking good. And the Colts pass rush was very good in this game, but that secondary let them down, man. They absolutely let them down. Matthew Stafford was able to do whatever he wanted. You had I forget who it was. It might have been Mike. Whoever it was tripped up on that last play to Tutu Atwell where he took it 88 yards or whatever. The Colts secondary just let them down. And DJ, I'm not gonna put too much on him for this game. He wasn't bad in this game, I don't think, but that interception at the end was just like shit. That's one you want to have back. We talked about it. AD Mitchell. The coaches beat themselves in this game. He had the holding and then the ball dropped in the end zone and for a touchback. He beat themselves in this game. And the Rams and Matthew Stafford, dog. I talked about, their offense may be a bit too one-dimensional, may just be too predicated on Puka and Devontae Adams. It may not fucking matter because Puka Nacua, he gonna get the job done no matter fucking what. And Devontae Adams
and the third guy.
Factor. Jordan Whittington, I know that's your guy. Kyron Williams played his part, but Matthew Stafford was absolutely phenomenal.
Ew.
They had a 96-yard 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. Matthew Stafford and the Rams have been phenomenal, and they, like you said, they're legit contenders. But I don't think this takes away much from the Colts. They beat themselves. It is what it is. But I still think the Colts will be just fine in the AFC. And I have in my, maybe I'm crazy that they're still contending. I never thought they were contending, but I think they can still be a legitimate, fun playoff team. Maybe win a game, but yeah, the Rams might be the best team in the NFC.
Don't be surprised if they lose Chris Shula very, very soon.
The Rams, the Rams, I think it'll be a big overhaul for the Rams in a couple of years. I think this is the Rams' window to like get it done, and I think they can get it done. And I think this is a team that, like, I don't expect Sean McVay he's been talking about retirement for like 2 years now, 3 years now after that Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford obviously at the end of his career. I think the Rams will look a lot different pretty soon. But I don't think it'll matter because they have the person that their team is they have so many young star players that it won't matter. That whoever comes in next will be able to just fill right in and they'll just be just fine.
You know what I wish was still available?
What's that?
That man in the middle. Seeing him with Jared Verse would have been phenomenal.
For sure. And was it a tweet or something? I saw something about he was like, damn, should I come out of retirement or something like that? Because it looks fun to play with this. I would have fun playing with this defense. It might have been a TikTok I saw or something. But no, definitely. Like, he looks like he's still in amazing shape, so I'm sure he could. He gives off the energy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one day he just decided to come out of retirement. But I feel like it's less likely now. It probably would have happened, sooner. But who knows? Maybe one day. I wouldn't rule it out. But it seems like not that they don't need him, but it looks like they're just fine without him.
We got the Chicago Bears going into Vegas to play against the Raiders, our first 425 game. And the Bears pull it out 25-24, blocking the field goal to win the game. Ben Johnson has his first ever career winning streak. Go ahead.
It feels like as the weeks go on, Caleb's leash is getting longer and longer and longer and longer. In this game, Caleb, especially on that last drive and towards the end of the game, Caleb was making plays outside of the pocket, extending plays with his legs, getting outside and making absolutely amazing plays with his arm. It felt like Caleb would always scramble just for a fucking 2-yard gain, a 1-yard gain. But it feels like now he's getting outside the pocket, looking downfield, keeping his eyes downfield. Something's not there. He'll pull it down and run. But it just feels like he's able to do more and more. He's given more and more of a cushion or more and more of a leash, like I said, as the weeks go on. It seems like him and Ben Johnson are continuing to gel as the season goes on. Like they had it didn't amount to much. Like last week they had the flea flicker that ended up in a touchdown to, I think it was Luther Burden. This week they had the fake flea flicker flea flicker. It didn't amount to much, but just to see Ben Johnson to continue to run plays like that for your young quarterback in Caleb, it seems like he has that confidence in Caleb. And like I said, that leash, and Caleb's able to do things in this offense that he wasn't able to do just 3 weeks ago. But on the other side of the ball, Geno Smith was absolutely putrid. For you to have Ashton Jeanty put together his best game of his young career, Geno Smith throws 3 interceptions in this game, has not looked good all season. I know people are calling for who is it, Kenny Pickett to come in and take over Geno's spot. I'm not there just yet, but Geno has looked like absolutely awful, and he's been a big part as to why the Raiders are only 2-2 now. Geno, 1-3. Sorry, Geno, you got to get it together, because if Ashton Jeanty is going to continue to look like this, we're going to need you to pick up your slack as well. I know the offensive line isn't great. I know you're under pressure a hell of a lot, but the Geno Smith we saw in Seattle was able to overcome that. He was. So I'd like to see that version of you, Geno, because this just ain't going to cut it. The Raiders were supposed to be a team that could be competitive in the AFC West, and they have been anything but that to start this season. But this was a really big win for the Bears. I was happy to see them drive down late and hit that and hit the field goal to win it.
All 3 of Geno's interceptions were thrown at Jacoby Myers. The first one was an overthrow and was just not good, and it was into coverage, so that was stupid. He threw another one into coverage, and Kevin Byard just made a good play. And then his third one, Montez Sweat got into the backfield immediately, and he once again aimed at Jacoby Myers, and Tyreek Stevenson made a great play on it. The defense hasn't looked very good for the Raiders. Shout out, homie Jamal Adams. I forget his name every fucking week. Shout out to Jamal Adams. He's been cool at linebacker, but Brock been playing hurt. Jacoby and Dante haven't been as good as what I wanted them to be. The O-line looks pedestrian, and Geno, it is what it is, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's officially Ashton Jeanty season, though, and
for sure,
I think I'm going to have to sell my stock in Roschon Johnson for the Bears, because he's just not even touching the field. We don't got to spend a lot of time on this next game. We already talked about it a decent amount, and you're maybe I'm crazy. The Ravens go into Kansas City and get the ass whooped by the Chiefs. Cooper Rush got replaced by Lamar with a minute left in the third. Marlon Humphrey got hurt. He'll be out for a while. Nnamdi Madubuike is out for a season. Roquan got hurt, and he'll be out for a while. Nate Wiggins got carted off in this game. Derek has slowed down since that first week. D-Hop has been cool, but it's fucking D-Hop in 2025. And Lamar Jackson, this was a terrible game. He comes out with the hamstring injury. I guess he'll be out this week, probably maybe 2 weeks, hopefully not a third, but it's like, damn Lamar. Going from the season they had last week, people are finally buying. You're going to get past Josh in Buffalo, and to maybe be looking on the outside in right now. You're not even in the playoff race. It's like disgusting.
And I really don't think the Ravens, them being Super Bowl contenders, I think is over with. I really do think it's over with. And I think their playoff hopes are hanging on by a thread. Lamar Jackson's going to miss 2 to 3 games. You talked about Marlon Humphrey's going to miss a couple of games. Roquan Smith is going to miss a couple of games. Nate Wiggins, broke his arm or something. Nnamdi Madubuike is out for the season with a neck injury. I hope that's not career altering. But I just don't know. I just don't know what it is with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, it seems like every time outside of one time he's played Patrick Mahomes, it's far less than what he usually is. I don't know what it is, Lamar. Like what is it? And he said in the past, it seems like Patrick Mahomes is just my kryptonite. And my God, is he? Like it doesn't make any sense. For an offense that hasn't put up 30 points since 2023, they come in and put belt to ass on the Ravens. Belt to fucking ass. And this is a completely different game that the Ravens have lost than their other 2 losses. The Bills, it was a back and forth game in that game. They were dominating the Bills early on, and then the Bills just came back. The Lions
fell apart.
The Lions, that was a competitive game. This game, it ended 37-20. It was even more than that. It was a worse game than what the score says. They got whooped from start to finish. The Ravens were never in this game. Ever. They got it. Once the Chiefs got it to 20-7, it was like, oh shit, the vibes are just off. This game might be over. What's up?
Justice Hill showed up for this game, but that was about it.
That's about it. They're treating Derrick Henry like he's just a rookie that came in and fumbled in his first 3 games. They're showing him pregame and he's doing the drill where people are punching at the ball. Like, are we serious? It's Derrick Henry. It's an anomaly. He fucking fumbled his first 3 games. Why are we treating him like he's some kid that's never played football before? He'll get it together. What do you have? 8 carries in this game, and his first 4 went for 32 yards, and he only gets 4 more. Like, what are we doing here? What is going on in Baltimore? I don't fucking get it. I'm tired of saying this is the most talented roster, the most stacked roster, but they just seem to never be able to get it done. And I understand they're all injured now, but this game was well over before everybody got injured, and now it looks like their season is over. If I had to put money on it, I would say the Ravens don't make the playoffs. If everybody was healthy, it would still even be like, damn, they'll probably get in, but it may not be the division. Now that you have Lamar Jackson gonna miss 2 to 3 games, Marlon Humphrey out for a couple games, Roquan Smith out for a couple of games, Matabike out for the season, Nate Wiggins might be out for a stretch. I just don't see the Ravens making the playoffs. And it's sad to say because it's such a talented roster. When the fuck is Lamar Jackson going to get it done? I was talking to Plug and Stream. It's like, man, I'm not even a Lamar Jackson super fan or anything, but I want to see the guy win one. I just do. But it seems like they're just never going to, they just continue to fall short. And it's always in the biggest games, the games that matter the most, where you're playing Josh Allen, you're playing Patrick Mahomes. I think his record against Patrick Mahomes is now 1-6. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? In every big game, you cannot just be the worst version of yourself. You cannot. I forget what the stat was, but it was like Lamar Jackson has thrown 7 interceptions in his last 29 games or something like that. And the majority of them, who do you think they're against? The fucking Chiefs and the Bills. The Chiefs and the Bills. Those are where his turnovers come, whether it's an interception, a fumble. It seems like it's always against the Chiefs and the Bills. It's like, I want to defend Lamar Jackson and say he's not, because I've been seeing comparisons of him and James Harden. I want to say he's not that. But it's like Lamar Jackson in every big game. I just cannot see you be the worst version of yourself. Because in every game other than that, let's just take the regular season. Lamar Jackson might be the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. Him, fucking Peyton Manning, whoever else, he might be the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. Aside when it's the fucking Bills and Chiefs. And then the playoffs don't even get me fucking started. It's like, what goes on in these big games to where he can't get it done? It just doesn't make any sense to me. The Ravens continue to find a way to beat themselves. And in this game, Lamar Jackson just was not good whatsoever. The Ravens weren't good as a whole. For an offense that we were saying, what is wrong with the Chiefs offense all of last season? Coming into this season, what is wrong with the Chiefs offense? And they walked it up and down. Patrick Mahomes had his best game in like a year and a half. Threw for 4 touchdowns. Completed 80% of his passes. They haven't put up 30 in a year and a half. And the first time they do it is against the Ravens. I was talking to my brother earlier. The Ravens are the team you want to play if it's like, hey, our offense is struggling. We got Baltimore this week. We should pick things back up. So Houston, CJ Stroud, I'm looking at you to do that next week. Please. Because this is fucking pitiful.
Zach Orr ain't going to make it another season. I don't know how much longer Harbaugh has.
Man.
I don't got anything else to say about that game, though. We can move on to possibly game of the week, Sunday Night Football. Probably game of the week, maybe not even possibly.
Yeah, definitely.
We have a 40-point side in Dallas. Green Bay goes into Dallas. Ties should not be a thing. True or false?
True.
Dumbest thing in the world.
Why? Like, why is it a thing? I want to know one good reason for a tie. Just one. And why the fuck is overtime 10 minutes? Like, why? Why not have it just be 15? Like, why is it a 10-minute quarter? Like, ties are just the most stupid thing.
Best thing they did, though, I mean, giving both teams a chance is better than
for sure.
The alternative. So I'd rather tie than the other team not have the chance.
But no, I disagree. But at that point, if we're gonna keep ties, I'd rather just the Cowboys have won it because they hit the field. Both teams got the possession, then the Cowboys hit a field goal. I'd rather that than see a tie. I really would. I think ties, especially, if it's a tie that ends fucking 10 to 10. Whatever. But a 40-40 Sunday Night Football game, you want to see a definitive winner. Neither side, like you want to see one of the sidelines run onto the field because they hit a game-winning kick. Both the sidelines are fucking straight-faced walking to go shake hands with each other. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Donovan Ezeraku had a good game this game, and he was one of my favorite players coming into the draft as well.
Don't tell me. I know this one. I know this one. I know this one. I know this one. Oh! Maybe I don't know. Give me a color. Give me a color. Give me a color.
Maroon.
South. No. South Carolina. No.
All right, we'll move on. Romeo Dobbs had a
no,
hat
give me
trick
another.
in this
Give me
game.
another player. Give me another player that went there.
Do what now?
Give me another player that went there. You don't know another guy. Is there just not another guy?
Kaya Henderson.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? A basketball player for all I care.
Kaya Henderson plays basketball.
An NBA player?
It's Boston College.
Boston. Yeah, I was not gonna get.
You know anybody that went to Boston College?
Yeah, no. I was not gonna get there. Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs had a hat trick. George Pickens had a phenomenal game in CD's absence. He had 8 for 134 and 2 touchdowns. And shout out my boy Barnes. He asked me and said, should I play Sutton or Pickens this week? And I said Sutton. And he played Sutton, and Pickens went absolutely bonkers. I'm all in on Brian Schottenheimer. Run game has been elite. The other side of the ball, Eberflus, I don't really like over there. In overtime, Dak made a backwards fade away, pretty much all arm throw to Jalen Tolbert, and then Tolbert made an amazing comeback catch on the right sideline, and they ended up kicking a fucking field goal. The Packers had the ball. It was like a 54-yard field goal. They turned it handed to Josh Jacobs to make it a 52-yard field goal. And then he throws a heave out to Wicks, I think, on the left side. They just threw it in the end zone. They kick a 52-yarder to fucking tie the game. Shit was disgusting.
They almost didn't even get enough time. The fucking time almost ran. I was hoping it did, so we didn't end in a tie.
Yeah, he threw it with 1 second left. The ball hit the ground off of some new body. But
yeah, if it goes out the
Josh
end zone,
Jacobs
the game's over.
Has been a touchdown merchant. He's one of my favorite backs in football, but he has been inefficient. He's been playing like Kyron Williams so far this season. But
you there?
This week, I enjoy what the Cowboys are doing over there. Other than, oh my gosh, I cut out.
Yeah, you're good though. I can hear you.
Oh, I enjoy what the Cowboys are doing, other than trading away Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons didn't even really do all that much.
He had that. If he doesn't get that sack on Dak Prescott in overtime, Dak runs it in and wins the game. But
yeah,
Dak Prescott, bro. Dak and Jordan Love too. Both quarterbacks were leading this game, but Dak Prescott, my fucking goodness, bro. Like, this is just a guy you want to fucking root for. And for you to have CeeDee Lamb out and George Pickens, shouts out to you because of the game you had. Jake Ferguson got involved in this game. Dak Prescott, you are fucking amazing. Dak was outstanding in this game yet again, bro. And again, it pisses me off because this could be a good team if fucking Micah Parsons was on the other side of the ball, because that defense is Swiss fucking cheese. My goodness, that defense is fucking bad. Fucking bad. We go over. No, I mean, let me chill. I was gonna say we go against that defense and put up some numbers, but let me not take it too far. But this defense is just so fucking bad, and to see Dak playing this well without one of the best receivers in the league and CeeDee Lamb, it absolutely pisses me off. But the Packers, a little bit of cause for concern about their defense, that Dak was able to light up their secondary in the way that he did. Not too much of a concern. It is what it is. It happens. But Jordan Love was great in this game as well. I think he had a fumble or something. I think it was a fumble. I don't know what it was. I think he had a turnover in this game. But aside from that, Jordan Love was great in this game. The quarterbacks both played amazing. This doesn't make me look at the Packers any different, even though they lost to the Browns and now they tie. I don't look at them any different. I still think they're the best team in the NFC North. I think they expect them to win that division. I expect it to be them and the Eagles. But the Cowboys, man, I still think they can, with their defense being asked, once they get CeeDee Lamb back, I still think the Cowboys can be competitive. I would not be surprised if the Cowboys make the playoffs. Because you talked about, Brian Schottenheimer has this offense fucking humming. They are absolutely balling. What's up?
Mention the other guy.
Javonte Williams.
Has been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal.
Yes, bro. I enjoy watching the Cowboys. He's been phenomenal. I enjoy watching the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a lot of fun. A team I was excited to watch coming into the season, and they done nothing. They done nothing to disprove that. I love the Cowboys. I'm all in on the Cowboys to be a fucking 7th seed, I guess. But here's what it is. Ty fucking
First round
pissed me
loss.
off. Yeah, literally. But it's a good season for the Cowboys. I don't think anybody expected that after trading Micah Parsons to make the playoffs. I think that's a positive season for them. But fucking Ty, fuck you, Roger Goodell, for allowing ties. But fun game.
And then we get the Monday, and we can speed past both of these bitch-ass games.
Bro, please. Tyreek Hill, get well soon. That was fucking gross. I'm not even looking
Disgusting.
I didn't even see the play happen. My brother just like, holy shit. I look over and I'm like, I didn't even know what I was looking at first. It was that disgusting. Like, I genuinely didn't know what I was looking at. Yeah, his shit was looked like it was hanging off. It was disgusting. But I was texting you during this game, like, Justin Fields fucking stink. Fuck you, Justin Fields. Fuck you, G5. Fuck the Jets.
And you don't know ball.
And then G5 said, you know what, Hurlins? You gonna beat Morgan this week. I fucking got you. First of all, that bullshit ass offensive pass interference call. And then
lost on the game.
And
that
then
ass lost in the game.
And then they also fumbled on, or who was it? Braylon Allen fumbled. Yep. And then but that touchdown catch from Garrett Wilson, my fucking goodness. What a catch, bro. Get Garrett Wilson, even if it is Justin Fields, if he just has some consistently decent to good quarterback play, this is a dude we'll talk about consistently in the top 8 fucking receivers in the league.
5.
If he's not already there. I can't even call you crazy for 5 because the catches he makes are absolutely ridiculous. But the Dolphins were solid in this game. Tua looked fine in this game. Darren Waller had the 2 touchdowns to start this game for the Dolphins. I forget who had was it Devon Achane had their other touchdown. I'm not sure who it was. Tua was fine. Had some passes where it was just like, what are you doing here, Tua? But this wasn't. Neither game was fun. I guess this was the more fun of the two because they're a bit more scoring. But not a fan of either team really. I really was just watching for my fantasy. But I don't got much to say. Tua going to the podium and being like, I saw the clip. He was like, oh, that's it? Maybe we should win more. Like, because I guess he only got a couple of questions. He was like, wow, that was easy. Maybe we should fucking win more. You don't fucking say, Tua. You don't fucking say. That fucking pissed me off. But yeah, sorry.
Tua, come on in on Friday. You can exchange your top 50 medallion for a top 32. Unfortunately. Don't get too excited, though. You might have to come back in and exchange it again. The Jets' first drive was 13 plays, and 12 of them were runs. And on the 1-yard line, Braylon Allen won the fumble. Minkah Fitzpatrick had a beautiful punch out. But, like, between that and then the OPI towards the end of the game, it's the reason the Jets lost. Darren Waller, you already mentioned it. Nick Folk had drilled a 58-yarder in this game. Justin Fields, his 43-yard run was beautiful. And I was definitely locked in on this game, so I didn't get to see much of the second one because Justin Fields is my second favorite quarterback in football. Jets, you're 0-4. Let's figure it the fuck out. Braylon Allen, I think, has an MCL sprain, so he'll be out for a while.
On IR, yeah. Probably going to IR, yeah. They beat themselves, man. That's the one thing Aaron Glenn said he didn't want to do. Beat ourselves, and the Jets have continuously done that this season.
I don't remember if it was Aaron Glenn or maybe Justin, but they were like, teams shoot themselves in the foot sometimes, and you have to figure it out.
We shot ourselves in the head.
We shot ourselves in the head.
It was Aaron Glenn, yeah.
He's phenomenal, man. Last game of the week, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going into Denver to play against the Broncos. Chase Brown has confused me so far. Jamar Chase was 5 for 8 with only 23 yards. The Bengals have no offense. They had 159 total yards to Denver's 512.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the start to Bo Nix's turnaround like we saw last season. Denver's running backs carried the ball 30 times for 159 yards. Cortland Sutton has been great all season. And Denver's defense is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, J.K. Dobbins did an interview at the end of the game and purely in Spanish, and he was giggling the whole time. It was phenomenal. That's all I got to say.
Zach Taylor needs to be gone. We can move on.
I agree.
Last
segment of the week before we get into some reviews.
Sorry. Should the Bengals make a call for somebody around the league? I don't know who it would be, but should they make a call? Jameis.
There's a guy in
fucking.
There's a guy in New York that's the third string.
Somebody, because Jake Browning ain't it. Dude sucks.
Dude sucks. There's a guy in Philadelphia that's the third string.
Our guy?
No.
Who's the third string?
My guy.
Oh man.
Who's our guy? Were you talking about Tanner?
Yeah.
No, he's second.
I guess they can make
Sam
Howell. Let's get into this next.
There's a guy in Seattle that's a second string.
I think the Seahawks want to keep him.
Why? You got Milrow.
Is that not? Oh my. Bro, I'm thinking you're talking about fucking Jalen. Enough of your guys, bro. Let's get into the segment. I'm the whole time thinking you're talking about Jalen Milrow.
You're telling me Drew Lock wouldn't be good in Cincinnati? Better than
Sure. Let's get into the next.
There's a guy in Chicago they could call. Tyson Bagent would look good over there.
I think Chicago gave him that money. I think Chicago wants to keep him there.
We got the griller chill. Herlins has an opportunity to chill with two of these, and he can only grill one. I know there's one of them that he's not gonna agree with. The other two he might chill out. First up, last season was a fluke. Age does still matter for your running backs. Derek, Saquon, Tony Pollard all look much worse this season than last. And these older guys you shouldn't be heavily invested in. Say again?
I said so.
McCaffrey's
so
good.
Does Christian McCaffrey. He doesn't look hot. No. I'm saying like you can add him to that list.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. I don't really agree with this one, but I also don't really disagree with this one. I'm kind of neutral on this one, so I'm gonna let it slide and say it's probably the truth, because I like, in terms of CMC's case, the offensive line hasn't been great, but I just don't think he has that burst like he did anymore. Saquon Barkley can't get it going like you said, and Derrick Henry has fumbled 3 times in a row. His other than that fucking
week 1.
First game, yeah, his averages are awful. So I'm gonna agree with this one. Maybe that was an anomaly. It's like, oh, these older running backs just popped off. They wanted to show that the running backs are still hold some value, get their contracts. But I'm gonna chill on this one. I can get down with it. Because even me, I would go lead on the younger side when I'm going running back. I'd definitely go Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs over the older guys. So yeah, I agree.
Next up, in the NFC East, we have the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Commanders, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Even without Malik Neighbors, the Giants make a push with this young core and do not finish last in their division.
Okay. I can get behind this one. I thought you were going to say some wild shit like they finished top 2. I can get behind this one. As much as I love the Cowboys, I can definitely see the Giants finishing 3rd in this division, without a doubt. I had it in my maybe I'm crazy that Jackson Dart can lead them to a plus 500 record, which is going 7-7. I could easily see that, and that somehow beats out the Cowboys. I would not be surprised whatsoever. I really think, especially with that front 4, that defensive line, I think Jackson Dart can get it done. Especially if they go out and trade for a receiver, I think the Giants can easily finish 3rd in this division. That's their ceiling, though.
What if I would have said 2nd? You would have grilled it?
Yeah, for sure. I don't give a damn what the last one is. I would have grilled the fuck out of this one. Yeah.
They can't pass up Washington?
No. I really don't think they're going to pass up the Cowboys either, but I can see a world where it happens.
Last up, the Baltimore Ravens are struggling. However, the AFC North is weak, and they still win this division.
I'm going to grill this one. Yeah, I would have grilled this if this was the first one. I didn't care what was coming next. I definitely would have grilled this. And again, if the Ravens would have walked out of this game healthy, I still be like, damn, I don't like the way the Ravens look, but they probably win this division still. The Steelers are 3-1. The Steelers notoriously always take 1 from the Ravens, no matter what. No matter what. They're going to take 1 from the Ravens. And now Lamar Jackson's out for 2 to 3 games. Marlon Humphrey's out a couple of games. Roquan Smith is out a couple of games. I feel like I said this 100 times this show. Nnamdi Madubuike is out for the season. Nate Wiggins. There's just too much to overcome for the Ravens. Like, I think the Ravens making the playoffs is a stretch at this point. Winning the division, I think, is out the fucking, like, that's out of the discussion. Like it's not even a possibility anymore. I don't think, because like I said, you have the Texans, then the Rams, then you do have your bye. Thank God, but you have the Texans and the Rams before your bye without Lamar Jackson. Without Lamar Jackson, they're getting mod. They're going to be 1-5 going into that bye. And by the time you're 1-5, if Pittsburgh is even 4-2, even if they drop a game by then, if they're 4-2, hell, if they're 3-3, I think you're out of it. I think you're out of it. But I think let me look at the Steelers upcoming schedule, because the Ravens' next two games are the Texans and the Rams. The Steelers have the Browns and the Bengals. The Browns and the Bengals, while the Ravens have the Texans and the Rams. So I think the Ravens are done in the division 100%, and I think the playoffs are out of the question for the Ravens too. I just like the Ravens have the Texans, the Rams coming up, then they have their bye, then they have the Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns. So the Ravens can make ground later in the season, but I think it'll be too little, too late.
So the Ravens will still win the division, but if they don't, I'm kind of getting a little scared on who I'm going to pick, because it's looking like CJ might not make it. It's looking like Justin ain't going to make it. So, like, who's going to be my AFC team?
Yo, Justin, not Justin, Josh Allen guy? No, what am I asking? No. I guess ride with the Colts. You know they're not going to win it, but just be your team, I guess. I don't know. Like,
It's a little scary.
Like, I genuinely don't see the Ravens making it anymore. I really don't. Because I feel like once they get to a point where it's like, shit, we're fucking 2-7 or whatever the fuck we are, they might just chalk the season. They might just chalk it.
Nah, because they're going to win it all, so it'll be silly to do.
Ravens season is over.
Last few things we have are just some reviews before we get to our Thursday night preview.
Mm-hmm.
We got the small stock market, and I did a little review on Twitter if y'all want to go check that. You can also check out the TikTok, to Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed here and you hit that like after where we're at right now. But my 5 guys this week were Jackson Dart, Woody Marks, Luke McCaffrey, Jake Ferguson, and Lathan Ransom. And the 4 offensive guys I told you all to buy all had really good weeks. Lathan Ransom unfortunately dipped back down to snap counts. He was good in week 3, but didn't really get to do much in week 4, which makes no sense for Carolina because you got your dick slapped anyway. And then when it comes to NFL pick'ems, I don't really understand why we even do this. Like you said, for fantasy format, it's a stupid ass segment. Anyways, you went 10-4 this week. I went 7-7. You're now 31-12 on the season, while I'm 27-16.
31-12 is really good. That's damn good. What can I say, man? I'm great at my job.
Except not drafting players.
That's what being unbiased gets you, you know? Could love these guys. It's like, I got to pick against them. That's what being unbiased gets you.
Well, it's a good thing we're both unbiased on this podcast.
For sure. Well, you're the most biased guy I fucking know. You're the most biased guy I know. Thursday night football. Thursday night football. The Rams are gonna whoop our ass on Thursday night football, whether it's Brock Purdy or whether it's Mac Jones. The Rams are about to smack the fuck out of us on Thursday night football. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, I also like the Rams.
But
I don't think that y'all have.
It won't be because their offense is gonna be going crazy. I think it's because their defense is gonna lock us down. Like, I really think their defense is gonna shut us the fuck down. I wouldn't be surprised if we're like 17 points and under. That's what I really think we're going to be. So I think the Rams win this game by probably like 10 points. You gonna call?
I heard Mac Jones going crazy.
Whoever it is, I don't think either quarterback's going to look good against him. Brock Purdy being hobbled, I don't think he's going to look good against the Rams because they're going to be getting after him, especially with our offensive line. And Mac Jones just can't move like that, so I don't think he's going to look good either. So I think it's going to be a tough day at the office for the Niners. I'll be streaming the game. If anybody wants to come through, twitch.tv/Hurlins, I'll be streaming the game Thursday night, but I think it's gonna be tough sailing for us. I think we fall to 3-2. That's why the Jacksonville game was so big. That's why I think you keep Mac Jones in for the Jacksonville game. Then Brock Purdy comes back this game because that doesn't even make any sense. We had a short week. Why would Brock Purdy play? It just doesn't make any sense. Ricky Pearsall, Brock Purdy, and Juwan Jennings all haven't practiced yet. So I don't know if any of them are gonna play. So it's gonna be tough for Mac Jones if he's out there without fucking Ricky and Juwan. So Demarcus Robinson looks solid though, but it is what it is.
Last season I talked to Joe Burrow every Wednesday, and I haven't talked to him in months. So unfortunately, I might just have to give him a call and be like, "Hey, Joe, you're not being that much of an informant this year. We're rooting for you with that injury, but like, let me get the number of a different guy." So we'll figure out who that'll be. Me and Joe will spit talk some stuff, spitball, not spit talk.
Mhm.
But that's all I got for football. I also took the Rams. I think that Kyron Williams is the best running back in football. He's going to go absolutely bonkers.
We got any
I
small
about
talk
puked
today?
when I said that.
Got any small talk today?
I don't have a real small talk,
Okay.
but I got a little check-in for you.
Okay.
I've been trying to be a little bit more positive in my day-to-day life. So doing a check-in on you, I want 3 things that you're currently happy with yourself about, and 1 where you can find room for improvement. And then I wanted to remind you tomorrow to give someone a call you ain't talked to and tell them you love them.
Mm-hmm. 3 things I'm happy with right now. Say my work ethic. I feel like I've been grinding my ass off recently. Like even my people tell me, my mom will tell me like, damn, even like I don't ever see my mom. Like let's say in a week, I probably see my mom for maybe like 5 hours, really. Like, and we live in the same house. Like I rarely see, because I work mornings and she works overnight. And by the time I leave for work, she would have came back home at like whenever 7, and then she's going to her next job. So she's working 2 jobs. I'm working throughout like the entirety of the day. So by the time I come back, she's already at her next job. So I rarely ever see her. Like I saw her when I came home from work today, but she's asleep right now because she has work tonight. So it's like even though we're in the same house, I rarely ever see her. So I'd say my work like me working and whatnot. I'd say the podcast is one thing I'm happy about as well. I feel like I've came a lot more prepared this season. I've been a lot more like just like focused and like locked in and watching. Like I've been watching the condensed games of so many. Like before we started the pod, I was watching the condensed version of the Patriots and Panthers. I was rewatching that. I've written down so many notes throughout.
Why?
Huh?
I don't know why you chose that game.
I've written down so many notes like every week while watching the games, after the games, before we start. Like I've been in the Discord multiple times, like while the guys are playing rec, like P and them, like P was asking me like, "Yo, what are you over there doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm writing down shit for the show." I've been doing that so much, so that's another thing.
You cut out. What'd you say? People like what?
Like he was like, because I was just sitting in the Discord one time while they were playing. He's like, "Herlin, what you over there doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm writing down shit for the show, like from when me and Smallz record." And one more thing that I am feeling good about. I guess just my mindset, like and that's just always me. Like I always try to be like talk about being as positive as I can. Like just my mindset. Like no matter what I'm going through, no matter what my status is or anything like that, whatever happens in the day, like working my job, shit just happens where it's like shit is just not my day. I'll be filling up the fucking Cokes and I'll go put it up, and then like there's like a jagged edge on something like right on the shelf, and it fucking shoots and pops all over me. It happened today. Like I was putting the monsters up. I put a can of Monster up. It hit the edge. It was sharp. Boom, sprayed all over me, got all over my shirt, got all over my pants. There's days where it's like shit's just falling off the shelf and shit like that. You stack something up, shit just don't want to stay in place, it's falling. Multiple bottles are popping. Like I'll pick up the 12 packs like of like a soda, and like I'll be trying to move quick, so I pick up two at a time. And I picked up 2 today. They slip out of my hand. Boom. They hit the floor. Every single one of them pops. Every single one of the 20. So it's 24 cans of soda pop. I have to grab the mop, clean it all up, napkins, clean it all up. Thank God it was like it was Coke Zero, so it's not just gonna stick or anything. But I had to clean all that shit up, so it just sets me behind on the day. But it's like literally today when that fucking monster popped on me, I went fuck. But it's like I tell myself I'm not gonna let this shit ruin my day. Like it is what it is. It happened. I'm moving on. Like it's working this job. I've had to tell myself that so many times, because shit like that just happens. A Coke fucking pops, and it like literally, if somebody looks at me, it's out of a fucking movie. It just shoots me. It shoots all over my fucking face. Like the soda fucking sprays me, and I be sitting there like I gotta take a fucking breath and be like, it is what it happens. And I'm not gonna let that fucking snowball and ruin my day. And it'll happen again, and it's like, all right, now don't fucking piss me off. But it's like it is what it is. And one thing what was the other thing that's not going so well? What was it?
There's something you can improve on. Something
I
A
was
little upset with your take,
thinking
though.
about it today. I think my budgeting has to be a lot better. I was thinking about it today when I was working. It's like, okay, I get
You and
paid.
I both, brother.
I was like, okay, I get paid this week, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna start putting aside. I gotta like this amount. This amount is for whatever I want to do throughout the week. I want to go out. I want to go out to eat. Whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. This amount is going straight into the savings. This amount is going for. Oh, I have this. I have this upcoming bill. This upcoming bill. Okay, I have this sub to Mike. This recurring YouTube sub. Whatever. That's that section. Whatever. So I just gotta divvy up my money in better situations because I feel like I'll be just tapping my card. Then I go look at my bank account. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck happened? What did I do? It's like little shit just continues to add up. So I got to do a lot better at budgeting because it's like before I took my New York trip and my Orlando trip, I was feeling good. I was like, all right, I'm fucking fine. I'm just gonna continue to stack. I got a cushion. Now it's like the cushion it's not it's a cushion, but it's not as big of a cushion. Like I was perfectly fine, like just tapping my card before I took these trips. Now it's like I got to be a bit more conscious of when I'm spending because it's like I'm not paying rent. My mom doesn't make me pay rent. I pay my car bill. I pay the Wi-Fi. Like, and I every now and then my mom will ask me to fucking take care of the fucking utility or whatever. It is what it is. I don't pay rent, so it's like whatever. Every now and then I don't mind. So it's like I shouldn't be stressing over damn like where's my money at, where like because I really don't have that many expenses. And it's like if I'm like this now, it's like what am I gonna be when I'm a fucking homeowner? So it's like I gotta be better now. So I'm built for the future. Yeah, that's my budgeting.
Sure. Hell yeah.
What about you?
Um, I've been more active lately. I've been trying to get more.
I've been going the other way. I've been less active. I have not been in the gym like that, bro. I have not been. I've been going like once or twice a week.
I'm really good Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and a weekend come, and it's like, dang, I just don't feel like
Those
doing
used to be
shit.
my days. Like last year when we record, I'll tell you, yeah, I'm finishing this record. I'm finishing cutting this up, putting it to YouTube, uploading it at 2:30. But yeah, I'm going to the gym after this. But it's like I don't know. I be so tired when I come home from work. Then it's like shit. Football's on. I'm trying to watch the games. Then I come here to record with you. By the time we finish recording, it's like I'm not going to the fucking gym no more at 12:30 or 1. I just can't. I literally just cannot. And then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when we don't know, because it'll be like, okay, the plan is to record on Monday, but then it's like, fuck, something happens, we're not recording on Monday anymore. So it's like, fuck, I could have went to the gym while the games were going on, catch the game, rewatch the game tomorrow, or I could have gone right after the game. But it's like, fuck, I thought we were gonna record. Now it's like Tuesday where I was gonna go, it's like it's fucked because now we're recording. And it's the same thing for like Thursdays when we're recording on a different day. So yeah, it's definitely gotten me. And like I could go on Sundays, but Sundays the gym be closing at 6 o'clock, and it's like football, so I'm not trying to go unless I go super early. I try to get a walk in before I sit down and watch football all day. But I just gotta find better times, be better with my time, because I do look back after the day and it's like fuck that hour I spent just scrolling my phone. I could have just went to the gym real quick, got a quick workout in.
Yeah, and I've been in the month of June. I ran a mile about every day, and I've been trying to get back to that as well. Get more active with like my steps and stuff. And that shit hurts, dude. Like I was down to like an 8:30 mile in June, which was good for me because I was a fat kid, and I'm backed up at like the 10-minute mile, and I'm struggling to get under 10. And it's like this was only a couple months ago.
Yeah,
And
no,
it just leaves you so fast,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I was talking to Poons, like bro, me being out the gym for a couple of weeks, it's like fuck, bro. I feel like an absolute bitch in here. Like I can't lift shit. It's like, bro. I go to grab the fucking 35s and it's like, oh fuck no, let me go grab the fucking 20s, let me go grab the 15s because I can't fucking pick that shit up right now. It's like, bro, just leaving the gym or stopping walking, running for a little bit. You don't realize how fast you lose it. It takes a while to gain it, but you can lose it like that. It's crazy. One thing that I've been trying to do since I haven't been going to the gym, I was talking to Punks about it. I wanted to make a TikTok on it too. Like I've been going for walks, my usual walks or whatever, but I've been doing 10 push-ups after every song that plays. So I've been fucking.
You told me that.
Yes, so I've been like going on walks and then coming back home with like 150 push-ups done. Like, I think the most I did was 170 because it get to a point where it's like, all right, I'm turning the fuck around. I'm going home. I can't go no more. It be fucking getting me. But that's one thing that has gotten me like, as long as I'm not going to the gym, I'm still been putting on muscle, because I'm getting these push-ups all the time. So that's what I've been trying to do when I don't go to the gym.
Another thing for me is I've been forcing myself to like try things more often, and mostly like flying with Boss Man a couple times. It's something I would have never done a few go.
I
And then
thought you
like
meant food.
being around work and stuff, like he'll tell me to do a task, and then before it's like I don't really know how to do that. I don't want to fuck something up. But now it's like I'm gonna figure it out, and if I do fuck, all you gotta do is tell him, and he's gonna be all right with it. He gonna flip the fuck out for a second, but he'll calm down. Food wise, that's the plan for this winter. Now that the season is dying down, and I'm getting active again. I gotta figure my food out because dietarily I'm fucked up.
I had 4 slices of pizza today. I'm right with you.
I don't even mean like that. I eat the same thing every day. Like I gotta force myself to try more foods. It's just gonna fuck me up the older I get into my life. And then the other thing that I haven't been trying, we don't need to talk about that, but I gotta get that figured out as well. And then just positivity. I feel like I've gotten a lot less negative the last
definitely
couple of months, and that's a good thing. There's no reason to be in a negative mindset so much. And I guess the thing that I want to get better at, like I just said, is just trying more foods, continuing to try more stuff in my life. I've gotten better, but I need to get even more better.
Oh yeah,
as Pierre would say, more better.
Oh yeah, why be negative when you can be positive? Life lessons.
Exactly.
And it costs nothing to be a good person, people. But people out there, you think it costs $1 million. Just know, it costs nothing. Free 99 to be a good person.
Hell yeah. That's all I got for you. We get the fuck out of here.
We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in to another episode of the Hurls and Small Show. We'll see you guys on Friday for a Friday or Saturday. We'll let you guys know for the preview episode of Week 4 and Thursday night Week 5, and Thursday night review. Check the Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those in the link in the description. I'll be streaming the game. We appreciate you guys as always. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.